It's getting crazy.
It's
over
happening.
Here.
I'm doing it.
My bad.
It's
It was my
happening.
week. I had a hard on, so sorry.
Oh, let me
My
see.
man is getting
Let me
yeah.
see
Pictures
it.
pictures or it didn't
Sorry.
Let
happen, dog.
me see
My
it.
bad. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're locked
Hold on,
in.
hold on. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
No, go for it. Go for it. I don't know where this
Are you
is
live already?
going.
Both of you guys live already?
I'm up. Yeah, I'm
I
up. I'm up and running.
yeah, I've been up for. Oh shit, that was weird. I've been up for like half an hour.
I didn't get a notification that you went live.
Don't got the noties on.
I do have them on. That's the crazy part about it.
Exposing himself.
No. I do have his notifications on. That's why it's so weird to me. That's why it's odd. That's why I'm not amused at this current moment.
Oh, see, that's your noti right there.
Oh, excuse me.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh shit, and I said it twice.
Okay, go ahead. Hit us with the intro, Zero, since you know you hot and ready, baby.
Listen, what's up, buddy? Everybody. See, I fucked up. It was smoother the first time.
Yeah, but
Listen, thank you so much for being here, everybody, in everybody's community. This is the usual Tuesdays. Typically, we go, 1-for-1 each week on a topic. Today, my topic.
Hey, let me see your dick though before you start.
Long
Listen,
God.
I got two questions. One is a more lighthearted ish, more like debate-ish question, and then the other's a little bit of a darker one, which is the title of this whole thing. At least on my stream, but you guys can kind of decide what we want. We've been kind of dark recently. You guys can decide which one you'd rather go with, or if you want to do I want to do both.
Is the lighthearted one similar to the serious one?
No. They're actually so unrelated. It's like,
can you find a way to mesh them together?
What is the title of the podcast?
I'm muted. Hold on, real quick.
You were muted for a second. Oh, well, I don't know.
No. Somebody on my. They're telling me I'm muted over here. Am I good now, chat? Jordan, thank you again for the 50, brother. I appreciate that.
What's up? Could I mesh the two?
Oh, and we are a day early because of Zero, guys. Just want to let you guys know that.
Oh yeah.
We are the usual Tuesdays, but sometimes we do it on Wednesdays, and this is our first Monday. Actually, before you start, bro, can we give ourselves a round of applause real fast? This is fucking episode 10.
10.
Oh yeah,
crazy! Holy shit, that's crazy.
Episode 10, baby.
I will not lie. I did not anticipate the consistency. I won't lie.
It's been good.
The consistency, not only like scheduling wise, because it's hard to get 2 people on the cord to meet up a certain day, a certain time, but then 3 people, I was like, I don't know how this is going to work. And then it was like, what are these conversations going to look like? Like, I don't know, but it's been phenomenal, guys. So congratulations to us all.
Hell yeah.
I mean, technically it was 12 weeks, right? Technically, but this is like numbered 10 of the usual Tuesdays that we've been doing this. And it's crazy to think that we're over 2.5 months of doing this. And like, Korpsx and I already knew each other. And Zero and I already knew each other, but the fact that like y'all didn't know each other, and now the 3 of us are just getting to know each other like this, and it's cool. It's like we get to like learn and love each other a little bit more, and our communities get to see how each of us interact with each other. It's just a good time, bro. I look forward to my week. I look forward to this in my week, and it's like I can't wait to hear what Korpsx comes up with. I can't wait to hear what Zero comes up with, and the fact that we did it a day early. I was like sitting at dinner at my dad's house, and I was like, "Damn, I can't wait," because I tried to get it out of you last night, bro. I was like, "What's the topic about?" And you wouldn't drop it for us, so you held it a secret. So, you know what? I mean, I'm good with whatever. If Korpsx is good with whatever, I'm good with whatever. But so I'm gonna leave it on your court, bro. Do you want to start lighthearted or do you want to end lighthearted? It's really up to you.
Let me do what I think is probably going to be the best way is to start lighthearted, and then we'll end on the more serious. But first, I want to ask: at the end of the episode last week, Korpsx had a thing that he wanted to say. Do you want to say?
Bro! You said you were gonna release some info, but you couldn't until this week. Damn, Zero held it to you, bro.
I was like, damn, I gotta hold this. I want to, because I want to know. As a viewer last week, I was like, nah, I gotta know.
I'm moving to North Carolina.
Oh,
What?
What the fuck?
It's
I'm
official.
moving. It's official. I may be potentially living in Florida for a little bit, but I will be living in North Carolina.
Yo,
Damn,
is that a
okay.
congrats? Or we? What do we? What,
Yeah, we
what's-
sad?
There's more, but some of this I need to wait for paperwork to come through. But yeah, so a part of my family, I don't want to say too much,
Too much. Okay.
Yeah,
but a part of my family is going to be moving. And then so for me, what does California have for me?
Mm.
Is the next question. And where I could like follow some of my family to where they're at and blah blah blah. Like nah. I mean, luckily North Carolina will be close enough. But I'm going to go there to regroup with family and kind of look at the next 10 years because I just turned 30. You know what I mean? And so look at the next 10 years as what do I do to build the necessary, skill set, the necessary community, the necessary, the friends that I made in high school got me through my 20s. Now the friends that I made in my 20s are going to help me get through my 30s. And then the friends that I make and keep during my 30s will help. You get what I'm saying?
Mm. So is this like within the next month or so, or is it by the end of the year?
November.
Okay, so we still got some time to figure out scheduling for this and all other shit, right? Because we're gonna keep it going, bro.
That's literally the last thing I was like, bro, fuck, how's this gonna work?
Time difference is
we
gonna be
have
a
to keep
bitch.
this. We have
The
to just keep
biggest
going.
change will be maybe a day or the time itself. I've already kind of, dude, I like it. This seriously clicked through my head when I was like making this decision. And I was like, you know what? Like time differences and shit doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like it's figure outable. So if something that small is coming along, like, oh, we're just in different time zones now, I'll fucking figure it out, dude. We'll figure it out. But yeah, man, going to North Carolina, going to be in North Carolina.
Hey, well, hey, congrats, bro. I'm glad that the move is. It sounds like the move is more beneficial than not. So, congrats, brother. I look forward to hearing more about this throughout the journey before you get there. And I know that we'll probably touch on it in our group chat, but I'm sure that like some of the listeners will want to hear about what's going on too. So I'm happy for you, bro.
Thank you.
I definitely want to know more details, but we'll save it for later. We'll save it for a private conversation. Yeah.
But I do want to say,
Yeah.
I do want to say that there is some stuff we'll chat about. And I don't know if people really noticed, but I haven't been myself these last few weeks. And if people who know me know I don't like cry like that, but the fact that I've been so emotional is just been like, there's just been a lot of shit piling.
Hey, I mean, there's a video on YouTube of you crying now, so
yeah, that shit's on wax. But if people wonder why, like when I think of Elijah, like it's making me break down. Like
yeah.
I had already made this decision to move to North Carolina before that podcast. So this is some information I've been sitting on for a while now, for about close to a month. It was like April. It was right after Sydney's birthday, so like April like 20th or something is when I made that choice.
For sure.
So thank you guys. Thank you guys for
man.
being here for me, man.
I look forward to talking about it more and hearing more about it for sure. All right, Zero, it's on you, baby.
Wait, first, I want to ask. Maybe I should have asked. It's kind of fucked now. Do you mind that I made that into a clip, into the like us crying, both of us crying?
Oh, I don't even think Korpsx knows, bro.
No, I've seen it.
You did?
Yeah,
okay.
I don't care. Nah, I don't care about anything. Dude, anything that happens on this podcast, I don't give a fuck. Like, bro, I smoke weed on this thing. You think I care if people see me cry, bro?
Well, I don't know, bro. I was like, fuck. I don't know. I think I even said it to Save. I was like, bro, I don't know. Should I like ask? I don't know.
And you know what I told him? I was like, it's already on the internet, bro.
Yeah.
You're not going to fucking give a fuck anyways. It's already on the fucking internet.
The reason, especially the reason I wanted to keep it light first is because I feel like we're going to get through this relatively pretty quickly. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe we don't do the second part at all. But the second part I'm really interested in because when I was listening to the podcast yesterday, the question popped into my head. Thought it was an interesting question. So the first one is there ever a situation where it's okay to be friends with your ex?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I see Korpsx over there. I see Korpsx over there.
I want to beat this bitch's ass because y'all don't even know, dog.
Oh shit.
my
Okay.
God.
Ooh,
I
you gotta
for
open
sure-
up a can of worms.
Okay, my bad. I for sure thought Dave was gonna say no.
You thought I was gonna say no?
I thought you were gonna say no for sure.
word?
That's why
I'm
I was
friend-
like, oh, it's gonna go quick.
Bro, I'm friends with a lot of my exes. I mean, I wouldn't say friends. Like, of course, I'm friends with my son's mom. Her and I have a
Well,
great
Yeah,
relationship.
of course.
But
Yeah.
no, well, I mean, we have to be cordial. But her, like, that's my actual friend. You know what I mean? Like, she's my friend. But she was my friend before we got together. Hold on. Let me think. I wouldn't. I mean, I'm cool with my exes. Like, I don't hold anything.
I'm
against
saying
them.
friends. I'm saying friends. Not cool, not acquaintance. Like you're
So friends on the
you're
level
wait.
where y'all would hang out.
hang
like,
out.
hang out.
The
and
question
Like, go
is:
get
is it ever
dinner.
okay? Is that the question?
Is it okay? Like, is it okay to be? Do you think if a girl entered your life and she was like, oh, by the way, I'm friends with an ex. We were together for a year, let's say, but we're homies. Like we're really cool. It ended up super amicably. We're really cool. I hope you don't mind. Is that okay? I knew you. I knew it was a no. I knew it's like a weird. It's like a weird.
I don't
question
think it's
for,
a
like, most
no,
people.
though. I don't think it's a no. I don't think it's a no. I'm hesitant to say yes, but I don't think it's a no.
Okay.
Because I got to look at it from my perspective, right? If there's ever a young lady that I'm chatting with, I have to be like, yo, I'm friends with my son's mom. Like, we're not just cool because of, like, we have a kid together, but, like, she's genuinely my friend, and I chat with her. And, you know, even, like, when we go out and do stuff with Peanut, you know, like, she's genuinely my friend. So if somebody told me that, I mean, I guess it just really depends on the dynamic. And, like, I would have to meet the guy for sure. But here, okay, so here I'll openly chat about this. I'll openly chat
Sure.
about this.
Okay.
My last relationship actually ended because of this. And
Why?
so here's the story, okay? So ex-girlfriend, super cool chick. She was fucking badass. I have nothing but good things to say about her, right? We got, like, into our relationship, deep into our relationship, and she had decided that she wanted to befriend her ex-boyfriend again, which
Ooh.
similar situation where, you know, they were friends before they started dating. They realized their relationship didn't work. They were more friends than not, blah 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 blah. So she comes to me and she's like, hey, I've been thinking about messaging him. I don't have any friends. She really didn't have any friends. I felt kind of bad about that. And she was like, I genuinely miss his friendship, this, that, and the other. So I was like, at first I was like, hell nah. Like, how the fuck does that sound to me? You know, like, but I thought about it and I was like, you know, it's kind of unfair because my ex is my friend, for me not to be like, oh, cool, go ahead, go for it. So he reached out, or she reached out. One of them reached out, and it kind of like started snowballing after that. And there was like things that were said that I was not a fan of. And I was like, yeah, cut that shit off. Like, I'm not with this. And, you know, the friendship was more important than the relationship. So, you know, that it just ended like that. So, I think it just really depends on the dynamic. It was just weird because it had happened into the relationship. You know what I mean? It made me feel some type of way, like, oh shit, am I not doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing because you want to go befriend your ex again? But after reflection and sitting back and thinking about it, it's like, you know, sometimes people just want their friends back, and I gotta respect that, you know.
Well, the thing is, though, bro, when it comes to me in relationships now, is I will not date a friend. Like, my girlfriends that I've dated recently, like even Sydney, they're barely my friend, right? Like, barely, to the sense where it's like, if you're genuinely a friend, friends are for friendship. They're not for fucking dating. You feel me? And I have to make serious distinctions about that. You know, like, and it's what's made it hard for me to date. Like, bro, when I talk to some people, they've dated like 10, 15 people in the past like 5-6 years.
Damn.
Where me in the past 8 years, I've dated 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? And it's not like I have, obviously, like, I don't pick the best quality of fucking people, like, you know. So like, I'm just being honest. Like, let's just call a spade a spade, you know.
Like, they call me a whore, I want a whore too, you know.
Whatever. Okay, I'm a fucking Power Ranger for inner city kids. Okay, so let's just check this out. All right. For me, like, if I would have heard that shit, I would have been like, no, absolutely not. It's like, why are y'all rekindling a friendship when you're in a relationship with me? Right?
What are you talking about from my perspective?
Yeah, from what was going on.
I actually agree.
Like,
100%.
If that would have been me, I'd have been like, absolutely not. Like,
I was trying to be the good guy, bro. I was trying to love is love, baby. I was trying to, you know, be the good guy and be understanding, and it low key, it like backfired in my face.
Hey, you know what? Be a good man. Don't be a nice guy.
Nah, but I understand. I feel like I understand you're saying she didn't have friends. You're friends with your you know, ex.
But this is okay. But this is a thing though, right? So
I get it.
I'm assuming you're talking about Peanut's mom.
No, right? Girlfriend after her.
No. I'm saying, but you're still
friends with my ex. Oh yeah, okay. yeah. And that was like, even her other friends were like, "Yo, like, that's his son's mom." And
she can't complain about that.
It was like unacceptable because it was like by default. It was like by default.
She can't complain about that because she went into the relationship knowing that. She went in like, hey, I have a healthy relationship with her. Like,
I never did anything to. I mean, I feel like I never did anything to be like, I choose you over her. Like, yeah, I'm spending my time with you, girl.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're not fucking her. You're fucking her. You get what I'm saying? So my loyalties are over here. Like, obviously, like, you know what I mean?
It's not obvious enough sometimes, brother. It's not obvious enough sometimes.
Hey, bro, some people don't want to see. That's the thing. That's my thing, bro. Like, motherfuckers don't want to see.
You know what we're doing? Do you know what we're doing right now?
What we're doing? Maury Povich?
No, we're doing the thing where girls go out and get brunch and have like mimosas. And you're like, yes, bitch. She fucked that hoe.
Period. Queen.
Period. Fuck that guy.
You, if I can tell him.
That's what we're doing to each other right fucking now. We're like, bro,
hype me up. Hype me up right now.
This is barbershop talk right here.
I mean, I'm a good looking guy and I can get any girl I want.
You're a good looking guy, dude. You can have any girl
you want, bro.
You can get any bitch you want, bro. They don't even know what's coming to them.
Can I get any dude I want to?
Yes, you could
anybody.
if you wanted to.
Right, I could.
Damn Skippy.
See, and so this is my thing, right? So I think getting in, like, if like I get super nervous when people ask me, like, "Oh, are you going to start dating soon?" It's like I don't want to talk about that. Like, I don't want to get into that because it just makes me nervous because now I feel that a non-negotiable for me is to be able to have conversation around these things. Right? Like, if I can't look at you and say, hey, you got something going on with this guy? You know what I mean? Like, is there something that I need to know about right here? And if you cannot look at me and answer honestly and not be defensive, you know what I mean? To my accusation, I can't fuck with you. Right? Because it's like, if someone's going to date me, they're going to know I'm a dad off rip. Right? And being a dad, there's certain responsibilities and certain people I got to talk to. I have to. Right? So if you feel the need before you get serious with me that you might want to rekindle some friendships with some old girlfriends or old boyfriends just for their company and their conversation, let's get that established before we get established. Because if you set up that friendship and you still wander back to me, then it's me. Then I have the confidence to say, okay, she's choosing me over these people.
You know what's funny? That okay, so a lot of people don't know this. And I can't even believe that I'm about to say this on the internet. But so that girlfriend that I'm talking about, we wound up going to couples therapy. It was something that she suggested a long time in the relationship, and I was like, "Fuck no, we're not doing this." Relationship was kind of falling apart. I was like, "Fuck it, let's go to therapy. We'll do what the fuck you want to do. Go to therapy." I was like, "I'll go," and it was actually brought up in therapy about her reaching out to her ex. Bro, I shit you not. The therapist was like, "Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that."
therapist was like, no.
Yeah,
No.
wait. It was like this old white lady. She was like, yeah. I kind of agree with him on this part. Like, yeah, we probably shouldn't do that.
Damn.
Like on
That's
no
good.
level do I think that it's cool when you're in a new relationship that you're maintaining a relationship with an ex, unless you guys have kids, right? Like, because of kids,
Any relationship at all? Like, not even like one of those like, hey, how you doing? How's life been? Type of thing. Oh, I see you have kids now. How was the wedding?
That's like, I feel like those types of messages though are like so far and few in between that it's like, oh look, he said like hi, and then like 2 years later it's like, oh, he said Merry Christmas, whatever.
I'm so weird with it because it's like those little messages and those little posts are their ends sometimes. That's the way that they think that they can wiggle in and try to like.
He only says that because he knows from experience. That's why
I know from experience, bro.
Oh, gee.
I've done it.
He sent. I was gonna say he sent out one of them Merry
he's
Christmas.
the
cards
guy.
before.
Are you sending Christmas cards?
Absolutely,
What's wrong
bro.
with you?
I've not only seen it done, I've done it.
Oh,
right?
Lord.
Like,
I'm that guy, bro. Hey, hijacks is.
oh, hey, good job on that. Congratulations, you worked so hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my
You
god,
get a like.
yeah.
You're gonna like and a retweet.
And a fucking all of that,
No.
baby. Like, you feel me, bro? Like, come on, like stop. Like, let's talk like fucking adults here. You know what I mean? Like these apps and all these DMs, all this shit. It was all made for people to build relationships.
So you're saying no to if a girl that you're pursuing has a ex that's a friend, you're a hard no.
It depends on what level that friend's at.
With no kid.
If it depends on what level that friend's at.
They go to brunch together. I feel like brunch is safer than dinner.
What? Why?
No.
Who goes to brunch and fuck?
Who the fuck goes to brunch?
Alone. Those two alone?
Let's say there's two more people with them.
I'm a little more comfortable with that.
If they go alone,
the more people, it's fine. The more people.
Okay, so let me ask you. Okay, let me ask you this then.
I don't know about the next actually.
Say you are into the relationship, right? And you love your girl, you trust her, and she's like, "Babe, I'm gonna go out with so and so." Are you saying okay? Wait, is that a new shirt?
Who are you talking to? Oh,
is that a new shirt?
That's actually sick. I like that shirt.
How come I've never seen that?
Let me get a jacket. Hold on.
Korpscollection.com.
Looks good. I like it.
I have not seen. My bad. I completely just fucking sidetracked.
But if
you're into the relationship, you trust her, you expect her to trust you, and she's like, "Babe, I'm gonna go to lunch with so and so. You trust me." And she goes. Is it gonna be an issue?
Wait, what?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely, it's about to be an issue.
Okay, what if she says, "Oh, I ran into so and so while I was out at brunch, and he sat down and he ordered
and he joined us.
He joined us, ordered some drinks for us, and
fine.
we chatted." That's better because there's more people around.
That's fine. Not only because there wasn't a conversation, a private conversation between the two of, hey, let's meet up at this place at this time.
What if that's the loose end where he's like, hey, brunch was sick. Thanks for, letting me stick around. It was nice catching up. No?
I don't.
Babe. He just all he did was message me and say thanks for allowing me to sit with you.
No, honey.
So it's hard no.
First off. Second off, I don't. The air of possibility is what concerns me, right? In North Carolina, bro, we have a thing, right? When two dudes are like starting to challenge each other, it's like there's nothing but air and opportunity. Do something, right? Ain't nothing but air and opportunity in between us, playa, right? So let's put air and opportunity between me and this young lady, right? And let's say I do take a move. Let's just say me and this girl, right? She's got her boyfriend.
He's saying he's the ex. He's saying
I'm the other. I'm the other man.
Okay.
Right?
I was like,
so I make my pass at her, and let's say she denies. But now there's a story she has to go and tell her boyfriend about me now. Now I'm going to become an issue, right? So for me, if my girl's going out to go have a date like that, like a little one-on-one, it's like, honey, you're just putting too much opportunity in there. There's just too much opportunity.
Okay, so are you saying that you don't let your girl go to the club?
No, you can go to the club. Go with your girls.
Isn't there the same amount of opportunity there?
No, but there's not like a deliberate.
There's not a seeking out.
That is extremely deliberate. What the fuck do people go to the club for?
Oh, hey.
The
I was just at the bar. And
you know what kind of dancing happens? Do you know what kind of dancing happens at the club?
It does, but I've seen plenty of girls shoot guys down. That's where I gotta trust her. That's if she can't police her own shit, then it's like I can't be like, then what? Then I'm not the police. I ain't your fucking daddy. I don't need to be hovering over your shoulder no matter where the fuck you go. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm not gonna tell any girl she can't go to the club. Just
okay. I was like, wait a minute. I feel
for the record, it was just
now you dancing up on some dude. Now we're gonna have a fucking issue. We're about to have a real fucking issue. Because I promise you, some girl fucking swinging her wagon on me is about to be a fucking issue, and I don't care what nobody says. No, it wasn't. I know she's dancing. No, shut the.
It's just dancing, bro. You know how many
for the internet. You're trying to sound like a proud, independent motherfucker for the internet. But let me tell you something, honey. I spit real facts here, and I put it down real true.
I've had my dick on a girl's ass before. It ain't just dancing.
It ain't just dancing. It ain't just because then they start breathing heavy and shit. Next thing you're like kind of moving them around. And they're all leaning into you like, come on, we know what this is. We know what it is.
Moving them around and
stop. Back is standing kind of close. Feel a little poke coming through.
Hey,
you.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, people they did not know what those lyrics were about. They are freaking on each other, and he is catching a boner.
Yep.
Literally.
Yep.
You're too close. Bro, and I remember too dancing.
Look at David has no idea what song we're talking about at all.
Bro, I remember.
I bet you he knows why you always lying.
I do know that.
That's where that came from.
Yeah, that's right. I'm telling you,
that was serious.
Yeah, you reached from the other side. You use the right hand for the left cheek.
Yeah, bro, you got to go from.
Hey, we're more in common. We got more in common than I thought, bro.
That's the swim move, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Hit him with the X, bro. You know, like
crisscross applesauce.
Boy, I love that shit.
RD, it was your question. So, what's your stance on it, bro?
Your
current girl right now, you love her to death. You guys been together for a long time. Yeah. X pops up and she's like, you know what? We were really good friends. Our relationship ended well. And he asked me to lunch. He knows about you. He knows you're my boyfriend. I'm gonna go to lunch with him. What's the word?
So I won't put her personal stuff out, obviously, but
that's what I'm saying. Hypothetically,
yeah, I know. Because I'm trying to think the ex-boyfriend that I know that she has.
No. Get personal experiences out of here.
Okay, so you're talking about like
NX.
Okay.
NX, we ended amicably. We ended on a good
chill.
note. Yep, we're good. We ended. He asked me out for lunch. He was a good friend of mine. I'm going to lunch with him.
Oh, it's like she's just letting me know.
Well, yeah. What did she have to do? Ask you?
Yeah.
The fuck are you, her parent?
For something like that, yes. I would hope that between me and her,
she's a grown ass woman. I'm on her side. Hey, I know you're listening right now. I'm on your side, girl. You don't have to ask this man for shit.
No. She doesn't have to. No. She doesn't have to ask me for like to go out or like whatever. I feel like we've come to a position that I feel like at this point, you know that what you're doing, the reason you're telling me is because it might be a little iffy. So I feel like you should come to me and be like, hey, might make you feel uncomfortable. I don't know how you feel. What do you feel about this? So I would imagine she's asking me. So I'd probably be like, that makes me feel hella comfortable. I'd rather you not. I'm gonna say I'd rather you not. End of story. There's not a but.
What if she says I want to?
I'd be like, well, why do you want to?
Because you didn't tell her no. You just said I'd rather you not. Right? Like.
Well, hopefully she respects the wish enough to be like, all right, I won't go. But like for me, it's like no, I don't know. I feel like that's not I don't know. That's like what? Just why? Why would you? I don't know. Why would you go? Now she was like, oh, a bunch of friends are going to brunch. One of my friends is really close friends with my ex. He might be there. That's a different story. I'm like, all right, your plans seem to be with all your friends. It's not my favorite thing in the world that he's going to be there, but whatever. I think I trust you. You guys are gonna have fun. You're gonna do whatever. I trust you, so I don't think anything's gonna happen. Just let me know what's good.
You know, one thing that none of us have said.
Hmm.
I'm going with you.
No,
I'm not going with you.
no, fuck that.
That's just weird. I just feel weird.
Now, what Damo said is pretty much how I sound. It's like, hey, I don't like this. If you're going to do it, if you really want to go, right? I'm going to be pissed the fuck off. But go, knock yourself out, right? Because you're going to do it regardless. I look at it like this. You're going to do it regardless. I'm going to tell you how I feel. You're going to do what you want regardless. It's going to teach me what I can do to you first. And then second off, it also shows me how much you respect how I'm feeling, the boundaries I'm trying to set, right? Cool, right? Cool. That's like on a
boundaries
one-on-one.
word again.
That's like on a one-on-one. If you're in a group, it's like, yeah, go. Like you're in a group, you know what I mean? But my thing that I do ask, I will ask, do you think that I need to be there? Like, is this why you're asking me? You think I need to be there, or you're just wanting to make sure I'm okay? If you're making sure I'm okay, it's fine. If you're asking me if you want me to be there, like if that's what you're trying to tell me, I'll be there. What time? Like what time? Like we'll be there. Maybe you don't trust him, but you want to be able to be.
She didn't trust him. If she didn't trust him, I don't think she'd be asking to go to dinner or whatever, lunch or whatever.
Or like a group, but I'm saying like in a group setting, like if she's like, oh, he's going to be there, but I don't want you to be mad. It's like, no, it's fine. Like go, like you're in a group, right? Like, because to me, with the group setting, I'm more comfortable because then I can weed out more people if something happens. You know what I mean? Like if they do something and I find out, then I know I can't trust none of you. So good riddance, right? And instead of having fakes in my circle, you know what I mean? So it's like killing two birds with one stone, bro. I know I can't fuck with her. I know I really can't fuck with you, dog. And you 5 motherfuckers who supposedly love me. Like, nah.
This goes back to that red flag conversation that we were having that one night, huh? That's interesting. Damn, you got the Crocs on?
Damn. The gray shorts, man.
And the gray shorts?
Oh, dick.
Damn. Look at that swinging, dog.
Oh, my
Stop.
God.
That motherfucker
playing with me. I'm sorry. I came with the fucking energy. I'm so sorry.
So let me ask you this. Where does this question come from?
Bro, I'm so sorry. My fucking levels keep going down. Where did something happen? Not between like me and my girlfriend or anything. I forgot what exactly like prompted this, but I was like,
forgive me again. What was your girlfriend's name again? Forgive me. I apologize. I met her one time.
Her name is Jalissa.
Jalissa. GG. Okay.
Jalissa in the motherfucking house.
Yeah. Jalissa in the house. She's like the straight moderator for our shit, bro.
Dude, she is a fucking fact checker for the. She's the first fact checker for the fucking Usual Tuesdays, bro.
She legit watches every minute of every episode. Tells Damo like, why do you keep fighting with that fucking beaner?
No, she did not say that. She did not. For the record, she does not say that, okay?
Okay, actually, I know it's your week, dog. I know it's your week, and I apologize, but I just said that racial slur, and I've actually. Can I bring something up if you guys don't mind? Because it's still fresh in my mind. I literally just had this conversation, and I'm sorry to bring this up, but it like really irritated me. So I'm not gonna say who this person is, but they stand very tall on their culture, let's just say, and the theory that your race is your culture, and that if you don't grow up a certain way because of said race, that you're not fully into the culture, if that makes sense. So the argument tonight was that because I'm Mexican, my father is full Mexican, my mother is part white. So the argument was that I grew up privileged because my mother was white, and I'm considered white. And
Wait,
so go ahead, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask: is the reason you don't want to say is it like personal to you,
I don't
or
give
is
a
it?
fuck. Actually, it's my sister-in-law. My
Oh,
sister-in-law.
damn. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just thought about it. Nobody knows who my like. People don't really know who my sister-in-law is that listen to this. So, uh, but you know, it's all in good love. Like it's, I love her. I love her to death. She's a great woman. But she's very hung up on the culture side of things, and because both her parents are Mexican, she considers herself more culturally Mexican than I do. Mind you, again, my father is full Mexican. We go to Mexico every once in a while. We go hunting and sleep in like shit in holes and do all that type of shit.
That's
Um,
dope.
so do you? So I asked her. The conversation was I asked her. I said, "How do you think that I grew up privileged?" And you know, because white privilege is like the thing these days that everybody wants to point out. And she was like, "Yeah, well, you know, you grew up in a household that's Mexican and a household that's white, and your mother and this were, you know, middle class people. But you know, I was just kind of like." My mother worked two jobs. My father worked two jobs. I had to go to school in a different area where my family was all Mexican, and I had to worry about motherfuckers getting deported. And when I did live with my mother, because my mother and father were separated, like myself, and my brother lived in somebody else's apartment, all in one room, where we literally all shared a space. Like it doesn't sound very privileged to me. That don't sound privileged at all to me. So it was just interesting. Like, do you guys think that? Do you? So basically, my question is: do you think that there's a certain percentage of a culture that you can be?
Hmm. I want to say like reflexively, without giving it much thought. Like my reflex says yes. Because I'm Mexican by all blood, but I feel like culturally I'm not like at all. I guess
You
like
don't practice anything in the culture.
I'm in the like I eat the food, which is great. I have family. I speak Spanish and stuff like that. But
Well, you speak
I
Spanish.
see. Sorry. Um, so I feel like I don't know how much of a claim I have to to be Mexican or like to the Mexican culture. I can appreciate it. I feel like it's very cool. It's very there's so many different cool aspects to it, but I don't know if I necessarily would ever say like go to Mexico and be like I'm Mexican. Like that's who I am. You know, I'd be like, what the fuck, dog? You have like you come from America, you were born there, you live there, you like went to American schools. Like I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm very connected to it in like a to my core type of thing.
Hmm.
um
That's
it's a
interesting.
weird, it's a very me and my sister were actually talking about this earlier today. um and I think it's a very crab in the bucket mindset, right? Where it's like, why is there a percentage being thrown on this? Because I don't like, okay, so let's take for you, for example, Cisco. There's some reason that people are calling you uncultured or privileged because you had a certain life, right?
Well, no. Well, it was thrown out because of my mixed race, not because
Yeah.
of my lifestyle. It was thrown out because of my mixed race.
Well, yeah, you have a mixed race, like you're
Yeah,
mixed race. So you have a certain life, like life and lifestyle, right? Like you're going to be exposed not only to Mexican cultures,
yeah. Like
but
I
you're,
watched, Cepillín, and I watched Friends. Days of Our Lives. I listen to fucking rap music and corridos, and I listen to country. Like,
I look at it like this, right? So you could have a family, right? Let's say you have a black and white family down the middle, 50-50. The wife is black and she's from Madagascar, and the husband is from upstate New York, right? And they have this beautiful family, and these kids could look absolutely white, right? Just pale as it comes. The dad, right? People so immediately people are already going to associate white privilege with these kids. You get what I'm saying?
mhm.
Regardless of what this dad may do for a job, regardless of how he met the mother or how the mother got to America or how he got to Africa. So there's already a fat assumption being made simply by the birth that these children took. They did not choose who their parents were. right? So I think to proclaim privilege just because of the birth you take is fucking weird. It's really
Yeah, but I think
foul.
I think that example is opposite though. I think it would be. I think if they came out darker and not white, like that's where my argument was like I was confused and
Okay, but
conflicted because I
but
am
take it
white.
on the opposite. But take it
Yeah,
from the
but
opposite.
do I look
You-
white at all? You know what I mean? Like I
Mhm.
don't see where I
Dude, I thought
would
your name was Kevin. Okay, that's what
see.
I
That's what
thought
I'm
your name
saying.
was.
Like I don't see where that the initial take of white privilege because I don't have a white name. I don't have white skin. I speak Spanish. Like I don't see where that initial thought of like, oh yeah, you're privileged because you're white could step in that at that situation.
So for you, right? So for, like, let's say for you, right? Or even Demo, where it's like, I don't know that much Spanish, or, oh, I never lived in Mexico, or you have like some kind of weird shit like that. That does not make you any less Mexican because you didn't go through a Mexican struggle or you didn't
I
come from the Mexican homeland.
I
You,
agree. I mean,
you
it does
just
make him a little less Mexican because he's American, but I get what you're saying.
so my thing is this is I don't have the problem. So because of natives, right? Let's take natives. I don't have a problem with a native who knows nothing about his culture but wants to learn. Like all he knows is this is my tribe, this is my last name, and this is where I know my family's from. If that information is all he's got, that's great. It's wonderful. I have more love for him than the native who's 100% blood, speaks the language, is on the res, and but cares nothing to spread the knowledge. Do you get what I'm saying? So to me, it's
Mhm.
like for people when they're talking about cultures and oh, you're less Mexican or oh, you're less this, you're less Italian. Like, can you trace your bloodline? Like, dude, shut the fuck
What
up. Like stop. Like it's
sounds
colonial.
sounds a little KKK-ish if you ask me.
Yeah, like like, bro, who's out here trying to prove their pure blood anymore, dog? Like that shit's over. That shit's way over. Because Cherokee, right? Cherokee, fuck you, first off.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ!
First off,
Hold on.
Wait.
first off,
If Cisco's freaked out, I'm freaked out. What the fuck?
You have a whole like
Hold on.
canceled. You're gonna
I
have a
don't give a
whole.
fuck. Fuck
Hey,
them. Fuck
why?
off.
What happened?
Fuck you, motherfuckers.
Whoa.
They will not allow.
This is
So
all
they
punch.
will not. They will not allow non-federally recognized Native Americans to compete in their powwow, and that is fucked up. That is
What's a pow-
fucked
What's a
up.
powwow?
A powwow. So a powwow is pretty much like a gathering. It's a social gathering,
Oh, okay.
and in these social gatherings back in the day, it's just how guys got together and continued to kind of keep the culture moving because
You know how black people have the cookout? This is like the cookout for
this is
Indians.
our cookout. Like, you know what I mean?
But like, is it as casual or is it like a group like very structured event?
No, it's a very big event, and there's
Okay.
very old practices are still practiced. Like if you go to North Dakota, I had this lady who was from North Dakota. I don't know how true this is. I hadn't seen this at one of those powwows out there, but some of them are still so traditional. They'll do like they'll do a certain ceremony, bro, where they tie you to a totem pole, pretty much, and they take this fucking eagle talon and they pierce it through your skin, and you have to like stand there and dance until it rips out.
What, Doug?
What?
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. And it
This
happens like
sounds-
once a year, and it's like a huge honor to do it. Like it's a huge honor to do this
Wait,
for
so it
your
just
tribe.
slices your chest
So
all the
the
way
eagle,
like
so the eagle talon, how you're supposed to do it is they're supposed to grab just a little piece of your flesh, and it pierces through it like a piercing.
oh, okay.
It's like
I
a
thought it was
gate.
like run it like it was like on a string or some shit that was like running
Okay,
through.
so
You gotta
you
dance
have
it through.
two. You have two,
Mhm.
and then these are tied to a totem pole. And supposedly back in the day, what you were supposed to do is take an eagle whistle, you put it in your mouth and lean back. And so you can't scream. You're not supposed to be able to yell. You just blow through the whistle. And because the eagle whistle is very blessed. That's like a very blessed
What
thing.
in
I
the
don't know how
shit
true.
kinda-
I don't know how true any of this is. Okay.
Right.
I don't know how true any of this is, but I have heard these stories. So somebody
And you gotta like
fact-check
you gotta
I
like
gotta look it up,
fucking you back that ass up until they come out or what?
I don't know. I don't like from what I know is like you're supposed to just walk back until you can't anymore and start leaning. Like you like lean back, like you know what I'm saying, like where you can walk your feet up to your like leaning. You know what I mean? And like if you pass out, like there's supposed to be people watching over you, like they watch over you to make sure you don't fucking die. Get you hydrated and shit. All those type of like it's a huge process supposedly. I don't know.
Who does this?
Wait,
This is like in the Dakotas. So like
I might have to look this shit up, dog.
I'm
think
gonna
it's
look
called-
at this shit up right now.
I think it's called a Sundance. If I remember right, it's
Ah.
called a Sundance.
Sundance. Wait, who does this?
Dakota.
I think it's in the Dakotas. I think the Nakota and Lakota people were doing that.
How do you spell that?
Nikota.
Nakota.
Akota.
And Nakota.
Sundance and Nakota.
Look, one day we're gonna have somebody that can pull this up for us.
Yeah,
Like,
like
be
an
part of the
actual
stream,
fact
like-
checker.
Like you know how Joe Rogan has Jamie. Like, hey,
Yeah.
can you pull that up for him?
Jamie. Even if his name or her name isn't Jamie, we need to just call them Jamie.
But anywho, right? So Cherokee, fuck these motherfuckers because they don't let
Oh my
people
God, here we go.
they don't let people compete at the powwow unless they're federally recognized. Like
But
you
you
get what I'm
said,
saying?
wait, that's not what you said earlier. You said they don't even let federally recognized tribes go. So which one is it?
Misquote.
Okay.
They don't let non-fed
Oh, okay.
compete in the powwows.
Okay.
And to me that is fucked up because they will
All right.
take
So
out-
when we make that a clip that he said "fuck those people," we got to make sure that subtext,
I don't know if that's. I don't know if that's making it into a clip, bro.
because then we going viral and getting canceled.
Fuck them, dude. Fuck off. Fuck off. Stop campaigning against my people. Stop it. Knock it the fuck off. We are one
Yeah.
people. North
Hey.
Carolina, recognize.
We're
The fuck?
all one people, natives, blacks, whites, Asians.
Bro, they campaign against my tribe, against our federal recognition.
You know what's crazy is I actually saw this video. Now that we're talking about, you said we're all one people. I actually saw this TikTok of this Jamaican cat, and he was kind of making a point to how we're all the same and that we're all like a spirit inside of our body. Like we didn't choose the body, right? But like we're all a spirit. This is just our outside layer. And he was like, take a black can, or he's like, take like 5 cans, get a black one, a white one, a yellow one, a purple one, and a red one, and fill them all up with drinking water, and then put a lid on each one of them. And then he's like, if you grab this one, you don't know what's in it until you drink it. And then once you drink it, you're gonna be like, what is that? Oh, it's water. Okay, now take the other one. You don't know what's in that one, but drink it. And then you'll realize that they're all the same, regardless of what the outside of them looks like. And I was like,
Oh, I saw
bro,
that. Yeah.
yeah, but he was like, just Jamaican cat. He had like patois.
Yeah, it was
lingo,
cool.
and I was like, bro,
That
is-
real clot, but clot boy.
he was like, it ain't a thing, brother. But yeah, like it was. I was like, fuck, that was like the coolest analogy I've ever heard about like we should all come together as people that I've ever heard in my life. It was
Bro,
badass.
I worked with this Jamaican dude while I was in Florida.
Hold on, I
and-
think Damo found
All
something.
right. No. I was actually just saying I can't find too much of anything. I haven't seen anything of that practice. A lot of it
Reddit!
is just like
Reddit.
A lot of it is just like Sundance is like they'll kind of look towards the sun and like dance and pray. It seems like just like through a quick reading, and I haven't been able to find anything on the eagle talon you were saying. So I'm not too sure. I haven't been able to find anything on that.
I actually know a dude who did it. That's how I learned about it.
No, I just want to know. But
The sacred
Right.
sun dance. Though the dance is practiced differently by different tribe, the eagle serves as a. Hold on.
there was like one with an eagle staff where there was a staff that had eagle talons at the end, but I don't know. I don't think that looks like
This
it's
is it.
at all.
This is it right here. It's in the Washington Post. I think I found it. Hold on.
Yes, we interact with chat. Dude, there's somebody. Hold on. There is somebody on Twitch right now trying to say that we don't interact with chat. They
Fuck
had
you,
me
dog.
blink twice if they can hear me. Dude, I hear you guys. Hold on. Let me bring you on screen.
Nah, just funny. Oh, Olivia.
Oh, Olivia. We love you. You're heard and you're seen. All right. We love you guys. Whoever's here. Who's even in here? Oh, they're all from
What's up,
they're all
everybody?
from Twitch.
Yo,
What's
everybody in my
cracking?
chat, say what's up. Say what's up. Say hi to everybody.
What's
I have
really-
5 fucking people. Hi.
What's really cracking? Oh, dude, no, bro. I worked with this Jamaican, and I swear to God, everything he said was fucking hilarious, bro. Like everything all the time. It was just like, and he'd call me Biggs. Go Biggs. I got me a little bumbleclot girl at the house, bro. It's like a what? Like somebody put on the subtitles with this motherfucker, bro, because he would just come up with words pussy clot, roll clot.
It's a bombo clat pussy clat.
The pussy clot girl be
Suck
right.
your mother. Bro, big ups, big ups. Patois is my favorite language of all time.
I
Like
love
legit, I wish I could speak it. I wish I could have the accent. Like I love that shit, bro. It's fucking. That's my number one. Number one.
Bro, and after a while, once I like kind of really learned how to like understand him, because bro, he'd speak Spanish to me too. So he'd be speaking Spanish and English with a Jamaican accent. I was like, what? Like, whoa.
Yo, that shit trips me out. Like the UK Hispanics, when they like speak English, it obviously has like an English accent. But then when they speak Spanish, it's like perfect Spanish, and I'm like, yo, where the fuck did the accent go? That shit trips me the fuck out. That shit the fuck out. Or like Asian people when they speak Spanish, because it's like a huge Asian culture in Mexico. Yeah, that shit. I remember one time I was selling cars and I had like this. I thought he was Chinese, and then he started speaking like fluent Spanish to me. I was like, what the fuck? It tripped me the fuck out. My fucking wires got crossed. I was like, ugh. That shit was nuts. All right, Demo. I'm ready to get deep, baby. I'm ready to see what you. I'm ready to see the
What
one.
are you packing?
So this is the
60
second
meat.
question. The reason people might be here, I don't know. I have the shit titled that way. I was listening to your guys's the previous podcast, and you guys are still talking about grief a lot, and at some point talking about I believe his dog, if I'm not mistaken, passed away, and yeah, just stuff like that. So it's been a lot of grief recently.
A lot, bro. Fuck.
A lot of grief. But I hope everybody out there feels loved. I hope you guys feel loved. But it got me to this idea of like this question popped into my mind when I was watching it, when I was watching the podcast, and the question is, if you could speak to somebody who had passed away and they could tell you what death felt like, what would you want them to say?
What it feels like?
Yeah, in the moments of like leaving and exiting and dying, essentially. That whole process. What would you hope? Best case, maybe worst case scenario. I kind of want both best and worst case scenario of like, what would you hope and what would you really hope it doesn't feel like?
And we're about to get dark, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I said it was gonna be it might be a downer. I don't know. That's what I said.
So there's been a few deaths that have really like fucked me up in my lifetime. And some of them weren't peaceful. And so I hope that death for me isn't that, right? I don't want a glorious death. I want a very simple, like old in my bed. Definitely old, very old. But there's been people who I wondered, like, were they scared? Like, were you remorseful? Were you happy? You know what I mean? Is it how, were you relieved? Like I had a buddy who drowned, bro, when we were kids, dude. We were like in 7th grade. And his death fucked me up. There's a lot to it, but it's like I wondered, like, how scared was he? Because he was learning how to swim that day. And it's like, how scared were you, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Or like, I had a buddy Javi recently, about 2 years ago. He was shot by the cops. Like, you know what I mean? Like in gang activity, all this shit was like running from the cops. And it's like, were you scared? You know what I mean? Like, were you scared, or were you just like, fuck, they got me? Like, you know what I mean? And then you have like grandpa and pops who died in their sleep. And it's just like, did you feel it? Or did it just come? Like, did y'all just like scamper off into the abyss? Or did you feel it? Like, did you feel it coming? I hope it's like that. I hope I meet death very peacefully. I hope I meet it very peacefully. I hope that, after this long life of playing tag with him, I hope he just finally runs up on me. He's like, found you. Tag, you're it. And we go off. I hope I'm really old though, bro. I don't. I remember like being young, thinking like, "Oh, die young." Legends die young. Like, nah, fuck that. Legends die old, bro. We're dying old out here, not at 30, bro. Not at 33. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a hard one for me, bro. I used to fantasize, and I don't mean fantasize. I mean like fantasize in a nightmarish hell of about death. Like death genuinely used to scare the absolute fuck out of me. Um, like to the point where I contemplated suicide many, many a times because it's like it's untimely, right? But at the same time, it's like, what the fuck is the point if this is the demise, anyways? So I used to just fantasize about how, like, what the worst ways to die were. Same thing that Corpse was saying, like, what do people think? And then I think like obviously like the young man that you said drown. To me, that's horrific. What you don't have time to think about anything, but your life. And I always said that the five elements were the worst way to die, right? Like being buried alive, drowning, like getting ripped apart by a tornado, burning. Like those are like the worst ways to die. But then I also think about people that like 9/11, for example, those people that knew that death was coming, so they jumped out the window.
Yeah.
And jumping out the window from 80 fucking stories up, you've got some time to think about you're looking face to face with death. And it's like, what do you want your last thought to be at that moment? Or if you're in a plane and it's going down, you have plenty of time to think. What do you want your last thought to be in that moment? But then you have other shit where, like, if something was to randomly fall out of the sky and crash into my house, I never had the chance to think about what my last, like, I wouldn't have the moment to think about what my last thought is. Um and I too, like most people in this world, want to leave peacefully. I've envisioned my death now, as I'm older, like more peaceful, and me just saying like I'm just ready to rest. Like I'm ready to go to sleep forever, and I did everything that I wanted to do. And like you said, I've told everybody that I love and showed them that I love them very much and care about them. But it's still like I'm more at peace with the fact that we have to go. um like, yeah, it was funny. I'm back on Twitter, baby. But like, even I think yesterday,
So random. Sorry.
I have been off Twitter for a very long time,
We
and
about to get wild.
I had a very large Twitter following, back in the day. But yeah, I even tweeted the other day "Memento Mori," and it just means like remember that you have to die. Um, and to me now, it just reminds me, just, well, you talked about it, right? Just show everybody that you love them and care for them and do everything in good faith and just keep moving forward, keep progressing. And just because we have to die, that means that we must live a good fucking life and have a good run, because everything comes to an end. And the fact that we know that everything comes to an end means that we have to make it good while we're here. Time is short. Time is, short lived. And but yeah, I would hope that people tell me that I still have some time, even after I take my last breath, to think about, like, to have those memories, because you know we talked about it before on a podcast where we don't, most of us don't believe that when we die it's over. And my fear is just, I just don't want to lose out on some memories. That's
Hmm.
that's my I don't want to forget people. I don't want people to forget me. And that was the other thing that I would always fantasize over too, is like, who would come to my funeral? What would be said at my funeral? Who would remember me for what? What pictures would they post? Um, would they want would they hit me with an open casket? Would they hit me with a closed casket? Am I getting buried? Am I getting cremated? Who's doing what from, you know what I mean? Like, where's Peanut gonna be at? Um, so yeah, this topic just, it sends me in a fucking snowball, bro, in a whirlwind. Um, but as long as we learn to be at peace with the fact that we have to go, I think it makes the world a better place. And for some people, that you got to remember that you're leaving too. You know what I mean? some people have to remember, like, hey, we don't have all the time that we think on this fucking world, and some of us have vices. Some of us, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this is the second podcast I haven't drank. But
Oh
I've
yeah,
been-
you're not drinking.
You're
Good
doing
shit,
good,
bro.
bro. You're
Yeah.
doing good, man.
it's not that I'm a fucking alcoholic. It's
No,
not that
no.
like Cause brought it up during the last episode. It's like people, we fight with our own vices, and that's my nighttime juice, and that's what helps me sleep at night sometimes. So, but yeah, I mean, we gotta. I fell the other day, like 2 or 3 days ago. I fell, and it was like the slowest fall in the world, and I was like, it made me realize, like, motherfucker, you're getting kind of old, dog. Like you don't fall gracefully anymore. You can't just get the fuck back up. Yeah, it was
man.
bad. But yeah, so I just hope that if I was able to chat with somebody, because I'll bring up a personal story. I don't know if I said this, but I had a friend pass away on Easter, and his funeral is coming up next week that I'm going to attend. But we finally found out that he passed away because of a pulmonary embolism, and he was by himself in his room when he passed. And as soon as they found out the details, and I knew how they found him, and like, he was literally sitting on his couch with headphones in, listening to music when he passed away. And like you said, like, did he have time to react? Did it just hit him out of anywhere? What was his final thought? Like, did he think about his mom and his family before he passed, or or did it just hit him too fast to where he couldn't? And it made me think about that Donnie Darko quote where they say they tell a story about the dog, and then they say every living being dies alone. And it's like, even if, and then I also tweeted this the other day, like, have you ever felt alone but the room is at capacity? So, like, even if you're dying in a room full of people, like, you still die alone at the end of the day. So it's a rough one, bro. You almost got me emotional on that one, but yeah, it's
I think that there's also there's a part that I encourage now, with at least with myself, is death is the next great adventure. And especially for me, because I just can't wrap my brain around the idea that once this is over, it's over. Like, once the lights turn off, it's just game over. It's just life is just too beautiful for it to be that way. And I've had to have dance come out of me. Like, there's something in there, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there is something in there, and it honestly longs to get out. I think that is, people always wonder, well, how could you think of suicide? Bro, my soul don't want this. It doesn't want to be in a body. The soul is having a human experience.
Can we just clarify for the record, because you're the second person that brought up suicide? Like, I'm not gonna kill myself, guys.
No,
I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm not depressed or anything like that. So you don't have anything to worry about on that end.
Oh no, I didn't get that from anything you said right now.
No, but I just want to make sure you tell everybody that you're not gonna kill yourself.
Oh yeah. No. But I will say, I was in Key West.
Both of you in the group chat.
I will say, bro, I was in Key West. This was like a few weeks ago. Matter of fact, a year ago. I remember.
A few weeks ago or a year ago?
It was a few, like 2 weeks ago, but last year.
Oh,
right,
okay.
that day.
So it's been a year. Okay.
Yeah, so it's been a year. I remember I was sitting on the pier right there from my Airbnb in Key West, and I was like, dude, I could just fucking end it. Like, I could just fucking end it right here, bro. Like, I could just, like, it's dark. Ain't no one gonna fucking see me. Like, I could just slide off into the water. Boom, gone. Like, fuck off. Like, dude, I was so.
That's why I don't stand, like, in tall buildings. I never, like, look over the edge or do anything like that, because that's like an immediate intrusive thought that hits my head.
Yeah, intrusive. Yeah, really bad, bro. And I was already in a really bad space, and like a lot of shit. Like, bro, like we'll talk about it, but a lot of shit was going on, and I remember thinking, like I was saying right now, dude, like, but I don't want that kind of death. Like, that's not how I want to go, bro. That's not the vibe. You know what I mean? Like, it will come though. I do always remind myself, like, death shall come, fam. Like, it shall come.
Yeah, like, it's interesting. Like, I know this is the second time I'm quoting a movie, but I always take the Deathly Hallows story from Harry Potter into consideration, and you kind of like harped on it. It was a little poetic, but when the last brother meets death like an old friend, that hits me so much, and I'm like, that's exactly like when I say that I want to go, and I'm like, I'm in a 90 fucking years old and in a room full of people. I mean, I don't want to be 90 when I die, honestly. Like, let's be fucking real. We don't live that long anymore, but 90 years old in a on a bed in the hospital with a room full of people, and then I just tell everybody like it was a good run, like I had a good time, and I close my eyes and I take my last breath. Like that's how I would essentially want to go. But at the same time, it's like I want to be hit at blindside, so I don't even know that I'm dead.
Bro, check it out. My grandpa was 93 when he passed. I saw him that morning. Bro, every day when I would go to his pad, I'd walk, I knock, I'd walk in, I'd go, "What's up, Grandpa?" He goes, "Just waiting to die." Like every time. But he would say it different other ways. He goes, just, waiting to die. It's like it was always different, but it was always the same answer, because bro, he missed my grandma. Like, he missed my grandma, and that's just what it was. You know what I mean? It's what it was. He was a grumpy ass old man. That day when I pulled up, bro, I swear I knew it. He was having trouble like with his pacemaker. Like that's a whole nother like family story. But there was like discussions of what they should do. I went there to go see him. I go, "What's up, Grandpa?" He goes, "Putch, I ain't got long left." And I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Man, why are you talking like that? Chill out." Right. And I sat down and he like made his peace with me. Like I realized it as it was happening. Like, oh my God, my grandpa's making his fucking peace with me right now. I was like, fuck, he's gonna die. Like, right. Bro, I remember I was staying at an ex-girlfriend's house that night. And dude, I got a phone call. Well, crazy part was the dream, I was getting a phone call from my dad, and he goes, "Go see your grandpa." And I go to my grandpa's house, and in the dream, my grandma's there. She goes, "You better come say bye because he ain't got long left." I wake up to a phone call from my dad saying, "Come to your grandpa's." And I was like, all right, I'm on my way. And there was no other word said. I remember I kissed her. I kissed my ex. Bro, it did like 120 down the 101 all the way to fucking South Oxnard, bro, from Camarillo. Got there in like 10 minutes.
Damn.
And he was right there. He was gone.
Isn't it crazy when like you get that phone call, like when my grandma passed away, I was in a barber chair and it was like 3 p.m. and my phone was vibrating. So I like grabbed my phone out of my pocket and it was my dad. And I knew as soon as I saw that phone light up my dad's name, I knew that my grandma had passed away. And I answered and he was like, "Hey, your grandma passed away." And I was like, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. What about you, D? I mean, you brought up I know Putch and I kind of just been going on. We can talk about death. I can talk about death all fucking day, bro.
I'm interested in you guys' thoughts. Ideally, I mean, in a perfect world, it'd be so nice to just.
Oh my God, you in this perfect fucking world.
In this perfect
universe. You need to write a book that's called "In a Perfect World."
That's a good title.
That is a really good title.
Sick ass title.
Oh, hey, actually, I saw your YouTube video. You rapping. You should drop an album called "In a Perfect World."
I appreciate that.
In a perfect world, I got a perfect girl.
Orange. Anyway, ideally, I would love for it to be super peaceful regardless, right? Whether it be super, super detrimental to what just happened as far as like accidents or whatever. Hopefully the people who have passed, who I'm talking to, like, yo, tell me what's the breakdown? How does it feel? Like you hit or you do whatever and it feels like a release. Like you finally just let go of your grip on a really tight object that you might have in your hands. Like you're just holding it as tight as you can and then you finally just released it. I would hope that that's what it felt like.
Wow, what an analogy. I felt that in my body, bro, the way you just said that right now.
Bro, when he said it, like that bong hit me all at the same time. I was like, like just release.
Wow, that was wow.
Like I kind of think there's something to be said. So what Korpsx said as far as like your soul feeling like there's something like not right, that you want to be out and be limitless essentially. There's a portion of you I think that does want that, but I think when he said that, there was like something in my head that was like, maybe to be truly limitless, you have to learn to first be limited in like your body, learn to really be content with the fact that you can't do everything, the fact that you have to be at peace with certain things that you'll never get to do or never get to say or lose out on. And but also with the positives, with enriching so much of your life with the things that you decide to get to do and decide to spend your time with and things like that. And then when you're out and released, not only do you get all those benefits of learning everything from that, but you truly appreciate after being limitless in your life afterwards, hopefully.
That was profound. That was
Absolutely.
profound, son.
Yeah, I
That
mean,
was
because
profound, son.
that just holy fuck.
That
Because
was profound.
that just goes along with so much shit. Because the more you're limited, the more that you realize why you've been limited in order to reach your limitless potential.
Bro, that's like Bhakti
Holy.
yoga. That was like Bhakti yoga in a fucking nutshell. Spark.
Holy, bro,
that is Zen. Like that is like being like, and that is seriously, because bro, I've been trying to do more like yogic practice, like the whole actual religion behind yoga, like detaching yourself from certain expectations of life and that things belong to you, you know, but these experiences that we're having belong to us. Like this human connection, you know what I mean? Like the experience that I have with this person is mine. That person isn't. Like, you know what I mean? Like there should be a disconnect. Like that's the thing that they kind, and that's kind of like what it sounded like you were saying right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like this experience of life, yeah, that's us. Like that's a part that our soul likes. That energy, that feeling. Like, you know what I mean? Profound, my man.
Yeah, that was absolutely insane the way you just described that. And
that was
it was
profound.
That almost, you moved me on that one, bro.
Oh,
I appreciate that. Yeah. Now the
was-
worst fucking case scenario. Holy shit. One of the worst things I feel like anybody could tell me if I spoke to somebody in the afterlife and they were like, you know, if this was at all possible, if they were like, you know, things like hurt and then that's it, it's over. Like I think you had touched on the corpse. You were like, you know, it doesn't make sense for everything to just be over when you've had such a beautiful or tragic or short or long or whatever it may be life. It doesn't make sense to me in my head at all for it to just be over. I think that would be one of the most tragic things. I don't believe it, but I'm like, if it were to be true, I mean, obviously I can't do anything. There's nothing I can
dead.
do.
Yeah,
I'm gone. But I'm like, I just can't. Like, I can't even fathom the ending of such a life to just be over. And that's kind of it. That's kind of how you spend your time forever.
It's crazy that we use, especially in this show, we talk about science, the science behind stuff in so many different ways and so many different aspects of things that we chat about. But this is the one that you can't. Like this is genuinely the one that nobody will ever be able to make sense of. Like both of the concepts make sense, right? Like, it makes sense that something happens after this. It makes 100% sense. But at the same time, it also makes 100% sense that it just ends.
Yeah.
But based off science, right? Based off the science of inertia, like you can't kill energy, and essentially we are energy.
Yeah, that's the thing. And I don't believe my consciousness will transfer as far as, you know, past this life. But I feel that it's like what is the paradox of like the arc? What is it? The Argo or whatever, where it's like they had the boat and over time it's been rebuilt and rebuilt and rebuilt. And
oh yeah, that's it's how many pieces do you replace the boat till it's a new boat?
Until it's a new boat.
Yeah. At what point is it a new boat?
Yeah, I mean, I think we touched on this before too when we were talking about like souls and going past and shit. I think.
The splitting of souls and we did talk about this.
I don't give a fuck about none of that as long as 0.00001 of me is still out there, dog. If we're out here still rocking, I'm still out here. We out here, like.
But that's the interesting concept, right? It's like, does your spirit have consciousness?
Yes.
Does it though? Because and do you have to relearn that? Like, do you have you know what I mean? Because as a child, you have to like where does the are is it is your limit a new body or is your limit or like are you limitless?
So
Because then if your spirit had consciousness, like you'd be able to talk as a child, right? Because you would remember your like how to speak.
but there's some other innate abilities that we do when we're born that we just got going on. Like a baby knows to seek its mother's tit. 9 months
What?
of development,
That was
9 months of development in a womb, never seen a tit in its life. The moment it's born, that baby knows where to go. Like that's a
You do
crazy.
make you make a good point.
You know exactly what I'm talking about because you were there. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know if this is
Okay, but Damo,
No,
listen.
no,
bro.
this is actually a really good point. Hey,
Really
stop
very-
giggling at the fact that he said tit.
Hey,
no.
bro,
It was just like left field. My bad. It was
Bro,
just
No,
left field.
it is,
people
it
don't
is-
believe in
But it-
instincts. Some people do not
Oh,
believe in
okay.
human instinct, right?
I thought
And
okay, so sorry. In my head, I was like, I was confused on. I thought you were saying that like by conscious choice, you have the
No,
conscious
no.
ability to go seek out a titty. That's what I was
Well,
like.
yeah, because you know
wait a
that's your
second.
source of food. Is what
that's
he's
your
saying.
source of food.
But I
After
think
not
that's
even
You're like,
seeing it.
oh shit, baby, hello, wah.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't remember. I know what the fuck I'm supposed to do here. I'm supposed to go look for a tit to eat.
For milk. Yeah, they understand that that's what's for them. Like dude, it's nuts. It's nuts. Because I was literally looking through old videos of Elijah, and it was like the nurse was telling Sid, like, okay, like, you know, in a little bit I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you, like, you know, how to you know, like how to breastfeed him. I was like, oh fuck, like this is actually
Do you
happening
know?
right now
Do you know scientifically that that's why women's areolas get darker when they're pregnant?
for breastfeeding. Oh,
So
I
the,
did not know that.
so the baby knows where to go,
Oh, it can
and
see it.
and that's why typically women have larger areolas than men do.
Areola. I like that word.
So the baby knows where to latch on. Yeah, bro.
Dude, listen to us mansplain breastfeeding.
I mean, Jordan says a baby kangaroo goes straight to the mama's pouch for a tit.
You get me? There's just
Wait,
too
do
many-
kangaroos have tits higher than their pouch, or are their tits just in their pouch? Jamie, can
I
you
have
look that
no
up?
idea.
Give that a
I'm gonna look
good.
it up. I'm just gonna look it up right now.
But
I'm genuinely so curious.
I think that there's too many human instinctual experiences that we have for us
Oh.
to not have some kind of past life that's getting passed down, whether it's consciously or genetically. I don't know. Like, I don't know how we're doing it, but we're fucking doing it. Because there's just been times when you watch people and they're just good. They're just good at certain things. They just talk good. You know what I mean?
So you're saying like whoever gets like LeBron James spirit is just gonna be
Tongue.
money.
A kangaroo's tit is inside its pouch.
So they don't have any other tits like dogs do.
No, it looks like they only have one.
They have one tit.
That's what it looks like. I don't know, bro. I'm trying not to get some NSFW shit on my account
Okay,
right now.
okay.
On
See if
some
you
kangaroos.
Your algorithm is fucking crazy.
do kangaroos only have one joey at a time?
I think so. They're so big. I think it's only
Okay,
one.
my man is a fucking zoologist over here. One Joey. I would have just said baby kangaroo.
You know that,
Oh,
dog?
look at him go. Look at him go.
Hey, I don't know a lot of things, but what I know. Okay,
Oh
We
my
have
god.
because
Dude,
if they have more than one, like
No,
they're gonna
kangaroos
fight
are
over
quite
the
the
tit.
impressive mothers and can raise 3 joeys simultaneously. They can only support one. Wait, what? They can support one on foot. This is to say the. It looks like they can support 3, one in the pouch and one in the womb. It looks like, but I don't know if they can give birth to more than one.
So Jordan
Like at a
says
time.
that they have typically 1 to 3 nipples. So you're sitting here telling me that different kangaroos have different amounts of nipples.
So one got 2, 2 got 3, and one got 1.
What?
One got 2, 2 got
number
3.
block shit to me right now. What the fuck is that?
How do we get to
Yeah, kangaroos. Because the
yeah.
kangaroo instinct is to go to the pouch. Corpse he had me
I-
lost for a second. You all right, bro?
I thought about, dude. So
You're delving.
I
Here comes
don't,
the
dude,
abyss.
do you see how I just like tranced off, dude, into this crazy like thought, dude. Oh
I'm
my
doing
God.
my best not to do that right now, but I'm telling you, after this podcast right now, bro, I'm about to lay in my bed like this.
Oh my God, dude, I'm gonna be staring at the ceiling.
No, bro, fuck. I didn't.
No, it's not a bad thing. We got to talk about this type of
We
shit.
gotta talk.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
we
about
do,
to
we
say that,
do.
dude. We gotta talk about stuff like this, man. As men, bro, we have to talk about the things that affect us, right? Because, first off, they didn't want us to be super masculine and not talk about our feelings and just punch holes in the walls, right? They wanted us to be emotionally intelligent. Now we're emotionally intelligent. Now they get pissed off because now we're emotional. It's like, damn, dude, let's fucking just get this right. Okay, let's just keep this shit up, man. Towards the end of my dad's life, like it got bad, bro. Like it got bad, and I just hope I don't. I hope I don't take a death like that, because it was like a series of events. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was a series of I'm just hope I just get super old, bro, and go. No pacemaker. I don't want no fucking pacemaker. Do not resuscitate. If I fucking go, I go, fam. Just let
Yeah,
me
I
fucking
said
go.
the same thing. Like, if there's a wire that you could unplug and I die, just leave it unplugged.
You
bro.
better
Like,
not let me catch you putting me on life support, you son of a bitch. Like,
yeah, don't put me on life support. If
don't-
I need some, but that's what scares me, right? And my brother always makes a joke about it because, like, on my driver's license, it shows that I'm an organ donor. And he was like, "Yo, who the fuck would want your organs? Like, you have a bad heart,
Yeah, what the
you wear
fuck?
glasses, like, you drink like a motherfucker, and you have a bad liver and kidneys. Like, what the fuck other organs are you gonna have?" And I told him, I said, "At least my dick still works. Like, they could take that if they want it, but." So it scares me because I drink I drink a lot, bro. Like when not that I drink very often, but when I drink a lot. Like it takes me a lot to get drunk. I smoke like a fucking chimney. Like when I used to smoke cigarettes, I used to smoke a pack a day. It was bad.
Yeah,
Like
I do
bad,
remember
bro.
we used to be bad, bro.
Bro, it was bad. And like my heart is already fucked. Like I have a bad heart. I can't get somebody in my heart. So, luckily I can wear glasses, but my eyes aren't terrible, but they're getting worse as I get older, bro. It's starting to get kind of bad.
My eyes are
I,
getting bad.
I check. I would be like, realize I'm squinting. I'm like, oh fuck, where the fuck my glasses at? It's bad, bro. So, yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen to me. Is I think I'm slowly gonna start falling apart. I think I'm gonna start falling apart at some point.
Bro, there was a
It's good that you're in the gym all the time. I'm trying to get back to that. But
Bro, yeah, you've been in the gym a lot, it seems like, which is good. 1% better, like you say.
yeah, bro. Hey, I follow you on Twitter. You have to start posting some nasty shit on there. You can't post what you post on your Instagram.
I'm gonna start putting. I'm gonna make an OnlyFans, dude. That's what I'm gonna do, and just sell like feet pics.
Oh
Do that.
shit, bro! I couldn't
I don't
even
like
give my
feet,
feet
but I'll
pics
support.
away if I took them.
No, I'm just kidding. Nah, dude, I gotta stay in the gym, bro. Like, cause I just be here by myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I don't have the kiddos, like, it's like, what else am I doing? I'll read. I'll get my 2-3
Wait,
chapters.
kiddos? You watching more than one kid?
We'll talk about that later. we'll talk. We'll talk about all that later. We'll talk all about that later.
Interesting.
But
my bad. I didn't mean to call you out like that.
we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. Because that was one thing I needed to hit y'all up about. But yeah, it's either I'm in the gym or work. You know what I mean? And so, if you like I said, if I'm not with the squirts, then it's what I mean. Like, what the fuck else am I doing? I don't go out and drink, bro. I don't try to sit around and smoke. I don't want to be on my phone that much. Like I'm already on my phone way too fucking much. Like when I see my screen time, it's like 5 hours. Like what the fuck am I doing on my phone, bro, for 5 hours? No way.
Bro, why should it at 7? Like 7.5?
I'm about to look up mine.
No way. Hold on. Let me look at what mine today is
I'll
bad. Mine today is bad.
Today
Nah, bro,
only?
deadass.
Today is bad. I know for
Oh,
sure.
wow, I beat both of y'all. My daily average is 4 hours and 58 minutes, so I'm not on my phone.
No. What do you mean, bro? Daily average, I got 7.
Yeah, so mine is better because I'm not on my phone that much.
Oh, I thought you were
Dude,
saying
no
you're beating us
way.
like you got more.
My shit is 6 hours right now.
Yeah, I'm 4 hours and 58 minutes.
Which trippy, bro? I feel like I'm at work for 8 hours.
Oh
How
shit,
the
my
fuck?
shit just went up.
Today, my shit
literally
is
just
5
went
hours.
up. 6 hours and 30 minutes. How do you look at today?
How does
all
that-
activity? Oh,
How
day.
does that even happen?
On the
Today,
gang.
oh damn, 5 hours and 12
On
minutes.
the gang, bro. I need to stay off my
Oh
fucking
my-
phone, dude. It makes
Can
me
you-
sad.
Can you guess what my highest, like what I use the most?
What?
Pornhub.
That's second. TikTok.
Jesus Christ, dude, who are you?
2 hours and 33 minutes.
You're
on
with a
TikTok.
fucking communist. I knew it. I
Whoa,
knew you're a
what?
fucking communist.
But it says Safari, which we all know what the fuck I do on Safari. An hour and 2 minutes.
I got
Some-
TikTok at an hour and 13.
Somebody get me
Not
out the
bad,
house.
not bad.
Somebody get me out the fucking house.
Bro, I gotta go for walks, dog. I be in the house, man. Listen to me, bro. Listen, and this is like some deep rooted like I just can't, dude. Like I'll be in the house, fam, and it's like I don't want one of these guys to end up sending a fucking wellness check. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm dead in on my fucking couch.
That
Like,
scares
fuck
me
that.
even more, bro. That, oh my god, that thought. Here's the worst. It used to be Oscar, right? Like it used to be. I used to be scared that I would like die in the crib by myself, and Oscar would just be like tripping because he don't talk. He don't know how to pick up a phone and fucking call anybody, and he would like try and wake me up. Now my fear is that fucking Peanut finds me
Oh fuck yeah.
at like 5. Hey, I told you, snowball, bro. This is what happens in my brain. Like Peanut finds me at 5 or 6 years old, and I'm fucking dead. He don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I mean? He doesn't understand the concept. I mean, he understands the concept of death, but I don't think he like it's never been closely related to anything that's happened to him except for a fish. You know, like Coda died when he was 3, like 2 or 3, so he doesn't really remember that. Oscar's gonna die soon. You know what I mean? So that'll be like the closest thing. And even then, like he doesn't have a relationship with his dog like I do. So he's just gonna know that death means sadness because he sees daddy sad. You know what I mean? And I've already thought about that shit. It's like, am I gonna want to show my emotions of how I feel once Oscar passes in front of him? Because it goes back to like what you said. Like I don't ever want to seem weak to my son. You know what I mean? But then I also like envision him like wiping my tears and telling me like it's gonna be okay, daddy. You know what I mean? Like so I've actually been contemplating getting a new dog for the reason of having a dog that can grow up with him. But at the same time, it's like, why do I want to sign myself up for what happens at the end? You know what I mean?
Because that's a part of it, baby. Yeah. That's a part of the journey is the end.
Gotta be worth it.
That part of the journey is the end, bro. And I think about that shit. And bro, I pray every time when I'm with Elijah. I'm like, dude, just not today. Like, God, if any day, just not today. I don't want him.
Yeah, wait till I jump back off at his mom's house, okay?
Yeah, at least, like, you know what I mean? Because, bro, like I was saying, bro, with my pops, it got bad at the end. And there was a day where it was really bad. And he ended up in the hospital for a few days. And bro, my sisters end up flying out. It's bad, right? And fucking
I think I remember this. When it's just because we're in town.
Bro, and then that morning, right? This motherfucker is like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on, bro? And I go in the room and he's laying there, dog. And it's like, my sisters are freaking out, bro. And his blood sugar was so fucking low, dog. Like, he honestly looked like he was on Xannies, but his blood sugar was so fucking low, bro. So my sisters are tripping out. And I just remember, dog, this is probably the third time I've ever told this story. I just remember like they were like hold his head up, and like so I got like on the bed, and I had his head in between my legs, and I remember the thought like, oh fuck, my dad's about to die, dude. I was like, oh fuck, like it's about to happen right now. Like this is about to like this is the day. And I mean, luckily, like we were able to get his blood sugar up. The ambulance came for him or whatever, and so we stole some more time with him. But like I think about that, and it's like I think about for myself, like at 20 fucking how old was I? 20 fucking 4 at the time. It was like if he would have died, bro, I don't know how that would have impacted me. Like in that moment, like me sit with him in my lap, like, oh fuck.
Did I tell you? Did I tell you about the time when my mom had COVID and I had to take her to the hospital?
No.
Oh, bro. So this was like midst of COVID, and my mother is a little bit older, and she's like a little heavier set. So she, her breathing her breathing isn't always the best, and she's had her hips replaced. She has like a knee replacement, so she's mobile. She just can't get around easy. Not like my mom is like super big or anything. She's just a little a little thicker. So I remember she had got COVID, and my brother and sister-in-law had COVID. So they were like, the house used to be 2 stories that they lived in, and my mother lived in the bottom, and they were at the top. And they were like, we don't want to continue to spread it back and forth, so we're just gonna stay at the top. And then so I would come check up on mom's, and I would bring her whatever she needed. And I remember she had gone to the hospital at first, and they sent her home. And I was pissed that they sent her home because if ever your oxygen gets below 90, you have to stay in the hospital. She was at like 83, but the hospitals were so full they didn't have any, like they couldn't keep them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they sent her home with this thing that she would put on her finger that it would track the oxygen. So I went to her crib one day to check up on her. She didn't look very good, and her oxygen got down to like 78 or something like that. And I was like, Mom, you got to go to the hospital, bro. Like I'm taking you to the hospital. And my mother is very stubborn. She was like, no, I'm not going to the hospital. I just need to rest. I just need to get this shit. I just need to rest and let it take its course. So I said, okay, if this gets under like 75, call me and I will take you to the hospital. She was like, okay. And I remember it was later that night. I was streaming, and I looked down at my phone, and it lit up. And so I checked, and it was my mom. She texted me. She didn't even call me, bro. She texted me, and she was like, "I'm ready to go to the hospital." So
Damn.
I'm like, I got a jam. So I fucking shut off the stream. I run out the door. I get to her crib, and she couldn't even walk, bro. Her fucking oxygen got down to 64. So yeah, bro. And I'm telling you, you're not even supposed to be below 90 before like if you're below 90, they don't let you leave the hospital. She was at 64. So I'm like getting her in the car. At this point, like I ain't got no mask, I ain't got no gloves on. Like I don't give a fuck, bro. Like get in the fucking car. So it's pouring fucking rain, bro. And I'm like speeding to the hospital. And I could tell that she's like going in and out of consciousness. And it sounds like she's fucking drowning in the passenger seat. And I had that same thought, like, oh my fucking God, my mom is going to fucking die on the way to the hospital in the car with me in the rain. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? I was freaking the fuck out, bro. And wound up getting into the hospital. I like ran over, got a wheelchair. I fucking got her in the wheelchair, ran over, and I was like, hey, my mom needs to go in there now. Like, her oxygen level's at 64. And they were like, okay, well, we need to fill this out. I'm like, no, you guys gotta, like, she needs to go in there now. Like, she's dying. Long story short, my mom wound up being in the hospital for like 8 days, and she made a full recovery. She's good, but bro, when I dropped her off and I came back and I got back home, I just remember like crying my fucking eyes out, bro, because one, I thought I was about to lose my mom with me, but I was so scared that was going to be the last time, like that was going to be the last image of my mom that I was going to see, was her. Like, she couldn't even make words, bro. Like, it was so bad. And she wasn't even like conscious. And the sound was like, it genuinely sounded like somebody was drowning, like out of water. And I cried my eyes out, bro. I thought I was gonna lose my fucking mom. And I called every fucking hour to that hospital for the next like 8 or 9 days to make sure she was good. And it was bad because at the beginning, like I would say the first 2 days, she was losing more and more oxygen. So they were like, we have to take her to ICU and we got to put her on oxygen. Like, she's oxygen dependent right now. So I was like, fuck, man, I'm really gonna lose my fucking mom, you know? And she didn't have the strength to answer her phone. She didn't have the strength to text or anything. But yeah, and then I remember picking her up from the hospital when she got released, and I cried then too because I was like, and I looked at her, I was like, I thought you were gone. And she was like, me too. And then we laughed about it. We laughed about it. And then I said, do you remember anything about me picking you up? And she said, I remember you were driving like Fast and the Furious. But she was like, I don't remember you getting me to the hospital or anything. She was like, I just thought that we were going to die before you got me to the hospital. And I was like, hey, my bad. Like, I just wanted to make sure you're good. But yeah, man, it fucked me up. It fucked me up. So now I use that same mentality. Like, what is the last image of me that my son will see? What is the last image of me that most people will see? That's what fucks me up. Here we go with the fantasizing again. You know what I mean? Like, these are the types of things and this is why death. Like, I'm at peace with the fact that I have to die, but it still kind of scares the shit out of me because I don't know what I'm leaving behind.
Yeah, and that's, I think, I've never had a relationship where they said I didn't do enough. It was always I was doing too much. And I don't mind that. I'll take that, right? And because when I make my journey, I just don't want to leave any stone unturned. You know what I mean? Like, I want to squeeze the juice out of this great lemon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I do, bro. Like, I want to get the squeeze of life. I want the things that I want to enjoy it. You know what I mean? And the people that I enjoy, I want to enjoy them. You know what I mean? The conversations, the laughs, the arguments, you know what I mean? The disagreements and working through them as friends. You know what I mean? And my family, like loving them endlessly. I remember before being so young and just being like, fuck it, die today. It's like, nah, bro. Like now, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, like there's people I gotta see tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's.
Honestly, though, when I go, I don't want to be sober, bro.
What?
I want to have like a nice little. Give me a Hennessy on the rocks as I go, bro. Let me sip that motherfucker before I go, because I don't want to be sober.
That's wild. I don't know. I guess just because I don't like drinking. Give me some candy, maybe. I guess. But that's wild. Wait, why? Why exactly? I don't know if it's too.
Why don't I want to be sober?
Why? Yeah. Why do you want to be drunk or under the?
I don't want to be. I mean, I don't want to be drunk. Like, I don't want to be like,
Oh.
oh yeah, I'm fucked up. But I want to be like, because I want to like cool coast myself, and because I know that because of the disorder that I have, because I have panic disorder, like I don't want to go out on a fight or flight reflex. And alcohol like helps me feel streamlined and like cool, calm, and collected. So that way, when I do meet death like an old friend, at least we can have a beer together or something. You know what I mean?
I think something, I don't know, obviously the extent to your guys' overthinking. I feel like everybody does it to some extent. But I don't know, obviously, the extent that you guys do it. Seems like it's a lot more invasive and a lot more kind of like ever flowing. It just happens all at once and it doesn't really stop. And
that's why I don't know if we remember, but we were walking with each other one time, and I was like, "Yeah, I would never want you to be in my head. I would never wish my thoughts. I would never wish them even on my worst enemy. That's how bad it gets, bro. It's fucking twisted up there.
Oh my god, dude! Oh my god,
I think it's like admirable for you guys to have the one, the wherewithal to like recognize all of that, and two, to be able to still live like a life that seems like you guys are all good. I definitely want you guys to obviously feel better and more calm on a day-to-day, just like by yourselves. But typically, because I do that too, like in terms of overthinking. Like I said, I don't want to claim like the same intensity, maybe, because I don't know. But what I've tried to do like recently, I get weirded out with conversation sometimes where I'll feel super stressed out about talking to somebody or overthinking about different like death experiences. Like if I'm driving, I'm like, fuck, bro, what if this fucking car flips, hits me, and I get fucking impaled with some shit? And I'm like, oh my god, bro, like Final Destination shit. Or what if a tire from the opposite lane comes fucking flying and smashes my shit? And I'm like, oh my fucking god. But recently I've been trying to think of like I don't know why I get like weird visuals for things. This ball of like Play-Doh that's like bouncing, and the faster my thoughts go, the faster it bounces. But then I try to like smush it just on the ground, and just have it like, bro, like chill, just relax, just let go a little bit. Just like it's fine, we're good. Because out of all the things that are gonna happen, could happen, one thing is gonna happen. And whatever that one thing is, you'll kind of deal with it when it comes, but you got to be ready for it. And that's allowed me to like really listen to people more in conversation of like, okay, what are you saying? What do I have to respond to? And like, what is a maybe funny thing to say? Or like, what did you just say that I can kind of play off of? I don't know. Or like when I'm driving, like this Toyota probably won't flip. It's probably going to be fine. But what is this other fucking car on the side going to do? I don't know. But focus on one thing at a time. But yeah, that's something.
Do you meditate?
No, it's something that I should do more. But I don't listen to like music in the car, so maybe that's like my form of meditation. I don't like. I have
because the meditation will clear your brain of those thoughts. For sure. But there's different forms of meditation. So let me just clarify by saying that there's different forms of meditation. And like everybody, it's different stuff works for different people. You know, like some people like to go outside and meditate. Some people like to hike and then meditate. I take a shower when I meditate. Like I use the water as a reference. I mean, I'm sure Korpsx meditates a certain way. So I would just find one that works for you. And try and do it daily.
Yeah, it is probably a good thing. I should do it. It's something that I should make time for.
Do you journal at least?
No, I don't do anything. I literally go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, since you vlog a lot and do like phone vlogs, do you ever like talk to yourself and not post it?
Literally, this has happened once, and I'm kind of glad it happened the way it did. Was it 23rd? It was last year. It might have been. It was more likely last year. I made a whole video on my birthday because it was really bad. It was like the worst birthday I've ever had. Like I didn't really go out, and that was kind of my decision. A lot of things were probably my decision. I didn't really go out with friends. My girlfriend was working, and we spent time afterwards. I went to go try to get like one of my coffees at my favorite spot. That shit was closed. There was just a lot of things that I was like, bro, I'm fucking getting older. I feel like I haven't done anything in life. I feel like I should have more figured out. It was all these like things. And I was recording the entire thing and telling myself the entire vlog that I was like, I don't know if I'm going to post this. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with this footage, but I just want to be absolutely stupid fucking raw. And say that I'm so fucking sad right now. And I like broke down crying multiple times in this video. And it's nowhere to be found because I don't remember what happened in the footage. I've never been able to find it.
You deleted it, you motherfucker.
I don't know if I deleted it. I don't know what the fuck happened because I was like weeks later, I was like, I wonder where that footage is because like there was a lot of fucking footage and a lot of fucking shit was raw in that shit. And I looked through all of my SD cards and none of that shit had it. I looked through all of my folders on my computer and I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck happened. But I'm kind of glad. It was like a nice vent and then it kind of just went into the air, kind of. It just dispersed, which was nice. And I remember it, but I don't know if I'll ever find that footage. But it was kind of nice it was like it's gone.
I think there's a your birthday.
Yeah.
Dude, I think there's a power though when you just take what's in your mind and just get it out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just get it the fuck out. Like, all my dancer buddies can attest, right? And I hope that this will make sense. There's a power in surrendering, right? Like submitting to the moment that's happening. And there's moments when we're dancing, you know what I mean? And I mean, people find their ways to do it. And again, it's one of my forms of meditation. But I know when I'm dancing and I'm thinking too much. And I know when I'm dancing and I surrender to it. Because it just washes over me. Like this whole thing washes over me and it just comes out. And I don't even really have to think. Like all I just have to do is just move. Just let it happen. And that's when dancers look at each other and we say, just let it happen, bro. Like just let it happen. And because there's a state that we reach which is meditative. And these things just start coming out. You know what I mean? And for dance, you know, people who use it therapeutically, you feel better. You get all these things that you have pent up, and it doesn't always have to be bad. Like it could be good feelings too. I remember when I got the job with Acura, fucking, we were dancing in the garage, and then Cisco's like, "Hey, show him that new job buck." I was like, "All right." I was like, Let me show y'all this new. I want this new.
That's how. So the reason I asked you about the vlogging thing is because just like what I knew, Putch was gonna bring up, dancing, and it was like the same thing for me when I used to write graffiti. Like I knew that when I had a spot that I was gonna hit, like a legal, I would say not when I was like going out bombing and like painting the city, but like if I knew that I was going to a wall and I would have hours to spend there and just relax, I would like make sure I had a playlist the night before. I would make sure like I would get all my paint ready and put it in my bag or like like my duffel or whatever I was taking. I would make sure that my paint was mixed, like my can of paint was mixed the day before. I'd make sure I have my roller. I'd make sure I have my tray. Like I make sure I have everything, right? I would even like pick out the clothes that I was gonna wear, like find a nice pair of jeans that was already fucked up with paint on them, put on my sneakers that I had paint all over it, and I would just like go and I would stare at the wall for like 10-15 minutes, bro. And then I'd be like, okay, this is how I'm gonna do this. This is how I'm gonna do this. And then like most writers, they'll take like a can of like whatever paint, and then they'll like kind of make a etching of what they're gonna do on the wall, right? And then if like I was going with the homie, I'm like, okay, this is how much space I'm allotted. This is how much space you're allotted. And then we would like once we like allotted our spaces and everybody had their pieces that they were gonna do, we'd be like, all right, bro, like see you in a bit. And then everybody would just put their headphones in, and we would just paint, and it would just be like, bro, like I could be listening to Miley Cyrus, and the dude next to me could have been listening to like System of a Down type shit, and we were just painting. Not that I listen to Miley Cyrus, I'm just like, but I'm in my own zen. He's in his own zen. And then we, like I would step back to kind of see where my piece was at, and then I would like look over and I'm like, damn, homie, like my boy over here is getting down. And then like 2-3 hours of painting would come in, and I'd get hungry, so I'd sit down and have a sandwich, and my boy would come and be like, how's it going? And then we would chat, and then boom, right back into our zone. And it's like it's good when you have something like that to where you could just like unplug from the world and just be right in your own little niche and have your own little fucking thing. So that's why I asked you about the phone vlogging thing, because I know you do phone vlogs. I know you love doing this, like making footage and kind of coming back and seeing where you were, where your headspace was, and that. So I mean, I think that could be extremely therapeutic for you, and I would say look into that more as well. But also meditate. Also meditate. I would say meditate for sure.
Yeah. I definitely agree on the meditation. It's something that I've been I've thought about, definitely. Something that you guys are like saying that I know immediately that comes to mind is photography. Used to be and still is, although I haven't done it as much recently, to be fair, is exactly that like thing where I look around and like things pop out to me in terms of like, oh, this could look sick as fuck in this like color and this lighting and this whatever. And there's like something in there that I can capture, and it would look so fucking sick. And there's I need to like start up my Instagram again, because I have so many like photos on there that.
So stop saying you're gonna do it. Just do it, bro.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you need to post a picture as soon as this podcast is done.
There's nothing that I have like around.
You just said you had a bunch of stuff. You literally just said you have a bunch of stuff.
I said that like that what you're describing of like being in that zone of not really like looking into any other like media sources, not necessarily being plugged into anything, but just like your brain is figuring out the best way to do this one thing, and it just feels like you're in like some sort of zone right there, like how Korpsx says just like go, and like it just pops out and it just happens for some reason. But I need to do that again. Yeah, it was really fun. I don't know, like I said, it was that, and then also running was a big thing for me. It happened like getting out of high school. I got super into running. We're on like 3 miles a day, and I just fell in love. I still love running, but I do it more at the gym now, and I'm not as I can't do like 3 miles a day anymore. But it's nice to just like not think about anything. Maybe I'm like listening to music and I'm like gauging how fast I'm going. Can I go faster? That's really fun to me too now. Running is
Mhm.
really fun to me too. Yeah,
Mhm. Dude, yeah, that runner's high, bro. The
it's
runner's
nice.
high, bro. And that was, no doubt. I got to give her credit. I think I've shouted her out about this before, but Sydney could run really good. My
Yeah.
son's mom, she could run really good when she was in high school, and she like kind of showed me some things to kind of like loosen me up top. And bro, once I got more comfortable running, like bro, that runner's high was everything for a while. Cause like I really started like running right after my dad passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I got into running.
It's such a nice like head clearer. And also I feel like
Mhm.
people think that runner's high people think that runner's high is like you don't feel it anymore. But it's like a weird mode where like you feel it, but it doesn't matter. It's like it's a part of the process and it feels really good. And it would feel weird if like you just like didn't feel it anymore. But it's really nice.
Dude, it's like a tattoo.
Maybe.
Running is a mild if, and I tell people too, like, oh, you think you can handle a tattoo? How long can you run? Because if you can't sit there and run for an extended period of time, do not go get a tattoo. Because you're going to be sitting
I
there.
have tattoos. I can't run.
I mean, to
I
not
can't
have
run.
stamina is one thing, but the pain in your knees that you feel, or the pain in your feet that you feel,
Yeah, your
like,
calves are like fucking
yeah,
fire, bro.
but there is like once you find
Just
a
like a
certain pace, there's a
yeah,
certain feeling in your legs where you're like, this is normal. This is what
it's
it's supposed to
okay.
feel like. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. In crump, there's a certain feeling in your core, bro, and in the middle of your back between your shoulder blades that you feel when you first start crumping. Those are those two muscles that shit's gonna hurt. And your knees. Your knees are gonna fucking hurt.
It's funny because I love tattoos, bro. But let me tell you this: I don't think I'm ever gonna get my stomach finished.
Why is that shit hurt?
Oh
Fucking
my
wanker.
god! Fuck you! You don't have your stomach.
Did you
I have
say fucking
everything but my
wanker?
stomach.
Well, why haven't you done your stomach? Get your
I got
stomach.
my ribs. I got my
I got
ribs.
my shit goes up to my ribs.
I got my ribs. I have both my
Dang.
ribs.
It
I have
goes up
both
to
my
my
ribs.
ribs.
Wait, like what's the difference between here and like the stomach? What scale here, scale here?
Scale here, like this,
Yeah,
like
what's the
this distance.
scale? 1 to 10 and then 1 to 10.
1 to 10
On your
here.
stomach. Yeah.
Oh, like a fucking 3, bro. This
Oh
is like a
shit.
3.
And then what's on the stomach?
10, 11. Like,
11?
bro,
Damn.
it's so bad. It like let's just say it like this. Ribs are bad too. Ribs is probably like a 9. Stomach is a 10 for sure.
I bet that's true.
How this motherfucker gonna ask a question and then leave? How is this motherfucker gonna ask a question and
Yeah,
then fucking leave?
this I got two now on this side, but the beak right here,
I saw that shit.
This shit. Oh,
Let me see.
oh,
I haven't seen the whole thing. Let me see it.
oh, I got fucking hardcore on my show. Hold on. Goddamn fucking cord.
Yeah, that shit is sick, bro.
And then I got all these.
Wait. What's the little skull and crossbones thing that I see on the other side? The other side.
Oh, that's Nardcore, bro. That's for the Oxnard like hardcore scene.
Oh, I
And
don't
then
think I've ever seen you have that.
it's relatively new. It's 2 years. The Mandalorian,
I've seen that one.
Darth Maul here, and then I mean these chest ones I've had for a long time.
Yeah.
My forearm tattoo, dude. Pretty much everything was about the same besides the beak. That I mean, the ribs hurt.
Pain wise? Oh, I was gonna say, what the fuck?
The ribs did hurt. Like
the ribs hurt. You're saying that the ribs hurt just as much as your arm did?
No. Everything else though, I think the owl hurt way more than the prince. But the prince, when it got to the top, it hurt bad.
Is that why you don't have the top one filled in?
That one I ran out of time and just never went back to get it filled in because it did hurt like a bitch. I was like not tempted to go back and get it filled in. Like I just, but my forearm ones, bro, I was taking like phone calls. And when I got Darth Maul, like I was on the phone with somebody like, yo.
Yeah, I fell asleep on one of mine. I fell asleep.
Dude, I've seen those videos of those dudes getting tattooed on their chest and they're like fucking shit is just fucking shaking. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
God,
bro.
Jesus.
Yeah,
How bad does it hurt?
Okay, this is the way that I would say it. Imagine like like those old Bic pens that if you used to like scrape it under the desk and then touch somebody with it, it would burn them a little bit.
What
Did you guys
the
ever used to
fuck?
do that?
I've never done that. No.
Yeah, bro. I learned so much about you today. You don't know. You didn't know the song. You didn't know the song "Too Close" by Next. You've never used a house phone before. You don't know. You've never fucking burned somebody.
Wait. By the fucking way, I have used a. Have I used that one? Maybe I haven't. I know
Shit.
how to use a landline ish. Okay. I've never had to use one.
Anyways,
But because I was super young when they were out.
Exactly. I would say it's like taking a hot pen, to your skin.
Okay.
That's what I would feel like. It would feel like that's what I would explain it about. And then like after the first 3 minutes, you're pretty much used to it, depending on where you start. Like if you were gonna get a tattoo and you were like, "Yo, Korpsx, save. Where should I get my first tattoo?" I'd be like, "Get it on your arm. Get it either here on your shoulder or get it like on your forearm." Easy way.
On my thigh.
Oh, thigh is good. Thigh is cool too. Thigh doesn't hurt. Yeah, I would say the thigh. I have 2 tattoos on my thighs. Probably like a 1 or a 2.
Okay, super easy then.
It's not hard at all. Like it's
okay.
But when I got my stomach done, he was like, "Where do you want me to start? Do you want me to start on the stomach and go up, or do you want me to start on the rib and go down?" And I was like, "Start on my ribs and go down," because I knew that the ribs were gonna hurt. Bro, little did I know, it was easier up in the ribs than it was in the stomach. And it was like 4 hours for the outline on my ribs and stomach, and I was just like 2 hours in, I was like, "Yo, I need to take a break and go smoke a cigarette." And I wish I would have never done that because it hurt even more when I came back from the break. Because I was off the momentum, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta stay in that zone, man. You gotta stay in the zone and just pump through it.
Yeah, I try to like listen to music, and it was bad. And here's the thing is because even Kelly said like just get the numbing stuff. But in my opinion, I've always said if you can't sit through a tattoo, you don't deserve it.
You don't deserve it.
So like
real?
I personally think that if you use numbing stuff for any of your tattoos, you're like low key a pussy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because a part of the artwork is the pain.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
A part of the artwork is the pain.
Absolutely. That's why I'm like, hey, if I never get my stomach finished, then cool. At least I got it. You know what I mean? At least I got my stomach done. But I do want to finish it. I'm getting kind of old. I'm getting older though. So I'm like, if I don't finish it by the time I'm like 35, then it'll probably just be an outline.
Dude, you guys keep saying that you're old. You guys are so fucking young. You guys are so fucking young.
Yeah, we're old compared to you, brother.
No, you're not old.
But not like.
I mean, like, no.
House phone wasn't even a thing for you when you were growing up.
Is this we're grown now? That's the thing. It's not that we're old, bro. It's just we're grown now. Like, and so grown now shit. It's like you just gotta. I don't know. You just move past certain things, or you just say, "I'm going to do certain things now." You know. Where when you're younger, it's kind of like, fuck it. You know, whatever happens, happens. Now we're kind of like, you got to make shit happen. Got to.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Got to. Running out of time, man.
That's true. Yeah, I have to piss so bad. My dad's in the bathroom, so I gotta fucking wait.
I mean, well, we can close it out if you want, dog.
Yeah, I gotta be up early.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to Six Flags tomorrow.
You gonna what? Oh yeah, you don't work tomorrow.
Yeah, I lied.
So what are you going to Six Flags with your old lady or what?
No, with some friends.
Okay. Oh, your old lady's not invited? Damn, dog, that's fucked up.
No, I invited her. Give me a second. Hold on.
You gotta go pee pee.
Oh, but since there is a move date, I gotta get to San Diego and see you guys. And we all gotta meet up and hang out.
Oh yeah, we gotta do an in-person broadcast.
What happened? We
got to do an in-person broadcast.
Bro, yes.
Before bounce.
Yeah, bro, before November. Oh, fuck. And then we need to talk about the when we're going to do everything, especially the time difference. We probably have to do it a little bit sooner, I'd imagine.
Or, I mean, I don't know about maybe weekends. We can just move to a weekend for a little bit. I know weekends are always tough.
How are we going to be the usual Tuesdays and stream on the weekend?
It'll be for a little bit. Because the real... Oh, this I don't want to talk about yet because it's not in stone.
Okay, don't talk about it yet though. But we'll figure it out. We still have till November. We have plenty of time. But we do have to set up a in-person.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll set that up.
And here's the thing is,
I
Go
may
ahead,
be
go ahead,
able
go
to
ahead.
still. I may be able to still to maintain the Tuesdays, same time, same everything. I just got to see how this. How I got to let some of the chips fall first before I make any
Yeah.
plans.
So
You know what I
so
mean?
here's my question, and we can talk about this a little bit on stream. Is there a we would have to get a way to get 3 cameras. First of all, we'd have to find a place to do it, right?
Mhm.
And a computer to do it on,
Mhm.
different monitors for us to like have each of one of our communities, and like
Yep.
3 different cameras set up in a similar area where we would just like sit around the table so that and set up the microphones. I mean, unless do you have a laptop, Zero?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably best to just record it instead of live stream it. I feel like it'd be way too
Yeah,
difficult to live stream
I
it.
think recording it instead of a live.
Because 3 streams, we would need like either so much data on our phones or an internet access that would be like crazy for to uphold
No,
3
because
streams.
you got like we could just do it at my crib or something.
Oh,
I
you have
still don't think
gigabit?
the internet infrastructure alone. I don't think would be able to handle it.
What you mean,
Because
baby?
it
I
is
got
well,
1,000 gigs. Come
well,
on,
because it
dog.
is, but
Or, I mean, I
because
have a gig.
it is I don't know, maybe. We'll have to
Maybe
see.
a gig is a good amount. Good amount. But
I don't know if the whole
but
3
3 live
streams.
streams. Yeah, 3 live streams over like what
That's true.
9 different fucking platforms.
That's true. That is true. We would probably have to record it.
It'd probably be just easier overall too. We all get a copy.
Could we go live in the Discord
We could go live in the Discord.
with a video?
We could go
Possibly.
live in the Discord. We could go live in the Discord and have it recorded, and then like Zero could edit it down a little bit, not too much, but just like the pauses and shit, and then we could put it out on all of our YouTubes.
Mhm.
Oh, and
Sure.
I would put it on my Facebook.
Mhm.
We could do it like that. That'd be sick, actually.
That'd be sick as fuck.
Bro,
We'll iron that
imagine.
out. We'll iron that out.
Yeah, but that would
Yeah,
be
we'll figure it out.
sick. We'd have to do it like in the summertime or something.
Yeah.
Man, you almost, I'm going to tell you, Zero, you almost had me, bro. I think your mission
You
should be
know?
to get me to cry on stream since I'm the only one who hasn't done it yet. But you almost had me. Talking about my mom and talking about death, you almost fucking had me. Let me be real. Show me a video of like an army dad coming home and I'll start bawling, bro.
Dog. Those videos are fucking sad, especially when they have like
Oh,
dogs
yeah.
and the dogs are crying. I'm like, bro,
Yeah, when they're all
my
whimpering.
fucking
Yeah,
God.
those get me, bro. Or the ones that like they are out in the street and they like bless a single mom. Oh, bro, that was.
Mm.
Oh no, you know which ones get me the worst? The have you ever seen the guy that stands like blindfolded and he holds the sign that says like if you're going through a hard time, you can give me a hug type of thing?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, bro, and when they hug him and he says like I love you to them, and then they just like let loose like I lost my dad yesterday, you know, like all that type of shit. Oh, those ones get me, bro. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm a
Yeah.
sensitive soul. That's why I spend so much time on TikTok. That's why I spend so much time on TikTok. All right, Zero. Well, hey, close it out, brother. Since it was your night, man, great topics though. The
Mhm.
ex-girlfriend thing, the exes being friends thing, though, that one was a little bit of a doozy. Let me
I
tell
was
you.
about to get hairy.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it worked out pretty well. It worked out as well as I thought it could, to be quite honest.
Oh,
Listen.
Wait, who's next week? Korpsx, right?
You.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh, it is me next week.
Mhm.
All right, I'll give you guys, and I'll just put this out in the world. I said it in our text message earlier, and I wanted to say it because people are listening right now. But we've been like really sad a lot lately, like with our podcast, and the topics that we bring up are typically serious, which is not bad. I mean, that's the kind of route that our show is going. Which is not a bad thing because we talk about shit that's going on in real life, shit that's going on with ourselves, and being 3 men and things of that nature. But I do want, and maybe I'll make it next week, but I do want one of our weeks to be like lighthearted and fun the whole time, where we're fucking cracking jokes and just giving each other a hard time and really just letting loose instead of digging deep within ourselves. So since it's my week, I'm gonna try and find something. I can't promise that it's not gonna be that it'll be lighthearted, but I'm gonna do my best next week to kind of touch and preface on something that's fun and that we can joke around with, because I don't, as much as people watch us, I think that they see that we joke around a little bit, but they usually see us more on the serious side. So I do want that for the people that do watch us in our communities. Look at Putch, he's
For the past almost month, right? It's just been like serious.
Bro, we've
after
talked
week,
about
back
death
to
for
back.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Grief got deep. Grief,
Dude,
that was a long one.
It was weird that
That
like
was deep.
well, me and Corpse had the grief thing, and then Save you brought it in crazy good.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just carried it through. Like it carried us for a minute, which was
Yeah.
good.
So and both of you guys both of you guys were able to bring up the grief topics that you wanted to, because we didn't really touch on those topics. So it was nice that we had 3 weeks worth of grief, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Because mine was the if you brought somebody back. Korps's was the how do we deal with grief, right? And then yours was the death, the whole situation with death, and wow,
What does it feel like? What would you say?
Wow, we had 3 weeks of death and grief. Wow,
And this is why podcasts are important, and this is why it's important to sit down with people and fucking talk, because sometimes you're not going to get the conversation off in the first fucking 15 minutes. Imagine if these fucking podcasts were 15 minutes, boys. You feel me? Like, we sit here and do 3 fucking hours. Like, imagine if it was 5 minutes, but guys, like political pundits and dudes who can't hold a conversation for longer than their fucking attention span allows them. You know what I mean? And we come here week after fucking week, and we hash out some fucking topics for 2 to 3 hours, and sometimes it takes 9 hours. And this is great. Yeah. It's fucking great, dude.
And we agree with each other. We disagree. Some people some of us have thought different things because of something else that somebody else has brought up. Like, it's a beautiful fucking thing we have, bro. It's this is so beautiful. It's so beautiful the way that this just came about and was like, it's dope. Yeah. Korpsx is about to back his ass up all the way to bed.
That's why ain't nothing stopping the podcast, boys. I don't care where I go.
Dude, I need this to continue. It is so fucking good.
So let me wait, hold on, real quick. Real important question. Is that shirt available on the website right now?
It is.
Okay. Because I'm gonna need me one of those, bro. Because that shit is actually fuego.
Thank you.
But you know what I'm mad about? You know what I am mad about? Those hats haven't been available for a long ass fucking time, and I still don't have one.
Oh, because
that motherfucker is old. And I only have one of these now. I only have one of these, by the way. I had a black one. That one got stolen. I had a red one. Came off on a roller coaster, and they wouldn't give it back to me. And now I only have this one.
It sounds like you're being irresponsible.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what that sounds like to me.
But I got a plethora of these. Let me tell you, bro. I could wear one a week or one every day for the week.
That is a really sick design, though. I like that.
Thanks, bro. Bro, we worked our fucking ass off on this one. It was nice. Shout out to the fucking designer, though, that made the shit.
My man, Faith. Art of Faith.
He went off, bro. He killed that shit.
At gmail.com.
And I was like low-key being picky, and I was like, yo, can we make it like this? And Korpsx was like, yeah, let me just tell him. And I felt weird, but it was like our baby that we were making together, you know? And it was just like, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I like posted like a plethora of pictures of people wearing this shit, and it's killer, bro. I
have always, if I can plug Faith Jermaine Whitmore, you can find him on Instagram, Art of Faith. He is an amazing artist, and he is very delicate with your requests, and he's very straightforward with his pricing. There has never been a project that I've went to him for that I just was not satisfied with. This shirt in particular was a design he came to me about, a little project idea that he had, where he's like, hey man, I'll actually come up with ideas for you. You just pay a monthly subscription. That's exactly what I did. And this was the first design he sent. I said, son, you can take all my money.
That shit is fire, bro.
Sign me the fuck up. And he would just come back to me month after month and be like, hey, I have this idea. Let's hear it.
Yeah, whatever. What I don't know if you have it on the website. I might have to check right now. But the one that you sent me with just a circle with the skull and it says Corpse Collection around it, bro. That is simple but fucking. It's in my closet.
That was
somewhere.
another one. That was
Bro,
another
that
one. He's
shit-
like, hey man, he's like, I got some. It's kind of simple though. I was like, just
Matter of
let
fact,
me see it, Faith. I was like, just let me see the fucking thing, man. It's like, I just trust him, bro. Like, and especially like, yeah, this is my brand. This is Korpsx Collection. Like, it's everything that I represent. You know what I mean? I just
I
love
got
the
this
brand.
one. I got the Frank T.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Frank T. Oh damn! You got our piece on the front cover of the KX collection, bro. Wait, let me find out.
And got my man LeVar right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Representing.
I was about to say, let me find out you put this back on the website and nobody knows about it, but you took it off.
No, I gave that one to you. I told you.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were gonna put it back on. I was like,
Mhm.
let me find out you got this back on here. Let me
Yeah.
find out you got this back on here. But yeah, all right, well, go ahead, Zero, close it out. I'm gonna go browse this fucking. I got this Dark Mark Part X. Damn, $20 for that? Oh, bro, what? What is this?
All right, listen, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Save. Thank you, Corpse. Everybody in individuals community coming together. Beautiful thing, like Save said. It's been an amazing usual Tuesday as usual. Thank you so much for listening to the topic and all the amazing words that were said today. You can find me at 0% on YouTube. That's kind of the main thing. Typically live Monday, Tuesday, obviously, and Wednesday. Yeah. Go off, guys. It's all you.
My guys, this is Big Corpse, the one and only. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you guys again, always for a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. I'm trying to do better about doing a little closeout with something, a little inspirational. And so I have this. I actually heard this online, and I fucking love this. This is Jeremiah 41:10, and it says, "Do not fear, I am with you. Do not be anxious, because I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my victorious right hand. Yes, all shall be put to shame and disgrace, who vent their anger against you. Those shall be as nothing and perish who offer resistance. Ye shall seek but not find. Those who strive against you, they shall be as nothing at all who do battle with you. For I am your God."
I like that. All right, hey, to Zero's community, thank you so much. Corps's community, thank you guys so much. My community, as always, fuck you guys. I love y'all. No, I'm just playing, but hey, that was usual Tuesdays. We will be back. Wait, are we doing Tuesday next week, guys? Are we all on board for Tuesday next week?
I think Tuesday is usual. Yes,
I'm good.
Corpse?
I should
All
be
right.
fine.
We will be back next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Probably 8:15, honestly, on Tuesdays because I have Peanut until his mom picks him up. But next week, beautiful show. Show 10. Thank you guys. We wouldn't be doing this without you guys. So I'm out of here. You can find me on at Save Oneer. Oh shit! I just looked at my little thing right here, and it says Saver. What?
Same ear.
You can find me on Save Oneer on Instagram, the Save Oneer on Twitter. Now we are back on Twitter. I gotta get my following back up, baby.
I gotta follow you.
I gotta get on my Twitter shit. I gotta be like Corpse. But we back on Twitter. Don't post me, don't tag me in no hoe shit either. Okay, we ain't in it for the hoes. We in it for the quotes. But as always,
for the memes.
For the memes. But as always, you guys stay healthy, stay happy. I love you guys. Keep smiling, and we will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.
Until next time,
Be
everybody.
safe, guys. Be safe. Be safe.
All right, boys. You guys take care.